We back, family. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Y'all climb on in. We finna get everything started. We had some technical difficulties going on, but you know, our mechanic Maccabee came and rebooted the PA system.
Servant Maccabee.
Servant Maccabee. All right, so y'all climb on in. All right, so look, what we're gonna go over today is when in the company of sin.
Oh yeah.
What to do when you're in the company of sin. What spirit on these people when you're in the company of them, and is you supposed to be around them anyway? So that's what we're gonna talk about today. When in the company of sin, what to do, how to identify it, what is the spirit on them, how to rebuke it, and how to keep away from them until they repent and come back. That's right. So that's what we're gonna go over today. So y'all climb on in. Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Oh, praise. Oh, praise. Let's get it done. Shabbat shalom to all that's local with us. Love y'all.
I got all that already. We got all that covered.
Shout out to the daughters of Zion for always getting these hard-headed Hebrews together, feeding us. Nerves most of the time. Right. Shout out to Nehemiah, House of Nehemiah. You did for, you know, some of the refreshments. My sister Tasha in the building, shaking your head. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to everybody, man, who putting their hand to the plow this hour. Shabbat shalom to everybody on the live chat. Love y'all deep in truth. So our reply for all y'all prayers, all y'all alms. Honor humility been down here at the HQ for a year now, man. That's right. 20, you did. April 2019, door was officially open. So we want to give all to the Most High, forever live His anointed, beloved Messiah. You know, still season. You know, y'all heard catching spirit.
All right, so again, we going over when in the company of sin. Y'all know sin is the transgression of the law. So if you supposed to be a law keeper, why is your company sinful? Huh? Willfully practicing sin at that. Huh? Making false accusations.
Let's get it started, y'all. Let's go ahead and praise Almighty like we will command you to do. Let's get her done. Weaponized prayers. Yeah, real thing this. Tasha said she brought pillows in this deal. Dang. We're about to get a whole bunch of pillows, man.
Oh, praise y'all. Climb on in.
Oh, yeah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. All praise and glory and honor, man. Let's bust these guns. Praise our power.
Let's get it. Yabareka Yahweh Veis Merika Yahweh Pana Elika Vikuneka Yesa Yahweh Pana Elika Ve'asem Shalom Ve'asem Shalom Yabareka Yahweh Ve'is Merika Yahweh Pana Elika Vikuneka Yesaya Yahweh, HANDHSTLOUIS, they are saying God Shalom. They are saying God Shalom. Amen. Hallelujah.
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 Amen. The Most High shall bless you. The Most High shall keep you. The Most High shall shine His face upon you. He will bless you. He will keep you. And He will give you peace. Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Heavenly Father, Yahweh El Elyon, we come to you in the name of Adon, the Master, Yahushua Mashiach. We take authority over Satan and all his evil spirits from our position at the right hand of Yahweh, seated above every name that is named, and the power and the authority of Adon, the Master, Yahushua Mashiach. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against an attack, to break the backs, bind the strong man powerless. Loose yourself over every heathen nation, that is oppressing your precious 12 tribes of Israel this very second. We cast them down and we cast them out to a herd of swine in the name and the authority of Adon Yahushua Mashiach. And by his mighty and precious blood we pray. We loosen all your ministering angels of warfare. Send forth your most militant and elite angelic warriors to break the backs and crack the skulls of every ruler of darkness, to break the backs and crack the skulls of every principality over all the worldwide organizations. We bind them powerless. Loose yourself, such as the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati, the Rothschild bloodline, the Astor bloodline, the Bundy bloodline, the Collins bloodline, the DuPont bloodline, the Freeman bloodline, the Kennedy bloodline, the Lee bloodline, the Onassis bloodline, the Rockefeller bloodline, the Russell bloodline, the Van Dunn bloodline, and the Merovingian bloodline, the House of Saud over Saudi Arabia, their bloodline, the House of Windsor, the Queen of England, their bloodline, all the popes, Jared Kushner, Henry Kissinger, Robert Gallo, and Ayatollah Khomeini, their bloodline. We bind all of them powerless. Loose yourself. We bind the strong man over all Masonic orders in every religion, the Catholic Church and Vatican City, communist empires and godless governments, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, the CIA, MS-13, the Mafia, La Cosa Nostra, Hamas, Boko Haram, every street gang and drug cartel, the Illuminati, the Council of Foreign Relations and the Trilateral Commission, the World Council of Churches, all the Americas, all the common market nations, Canada and Mexico, every organization that has rituals that are contrary to the word of Yahweh, in the authority of Adon Yahushua Mashiach. We take authority over all foul and evil spirits, authorities, princes, kings, powers, world rulers, and the highest and mightiest servants of Satan. We bind them to be powerless. Loose yourself in the mighty name of Adon Yahushua Mashiach. Yahweh, in the authority of Adon Yahushua, we pronounce the judgments. We pronounce the judgments written in the scriptures upon the evil and greedy conspirators in and over these worldwide organizations. As it is written, Yah, we ask you to bring upon them the judgments found in Psalm 109, that chapter, Psalm 149, that chapter, and Revelation 18, that chapter. Yahweh El Elyon, the owner, the creator, the possessor of all there is, in the name of your only begotten Son, we bring before your throne all the sick in Israel, all who may be plagued in mind, body, or spirit. Your word says whatever we bind on earth is bound in heaven, and whatever we loose on earth is loosed in heaven. We claim authority. We claim authority in Yahushua Mashiach, who is seated at your right hand right now. Right now. Right now. We loosen all your ministering angels of help. Command them to rain down the healing that is complete, a healing that is understood right now. Right now. Right now. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against attack, to break the backs and bind the strong man powerless. to bind the strong man called the coronavirus, and the fear of it, that's plaguing the minds of your people. We declare it powerless. Loose yourself. We cast it down and we cast it out to a herd of swine. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against an attack, to break the backs and bind up every sickness and every disease that's afflicting your people this very second. We declare it powerless. Loose yourself. Cast it down and we cast it out to a herd of swine. In the authority of our Don Yahushua Mashayah, and by his mighty and precious blood we pray. Yahweh Zebaoth, master of the heavenly armies. We loosen all your ministering angels of warfare. Command them to rain down and crack the skulls of the coronavirus. Command them to rain down and crack the skulls of every sickness that is plaguing your people this very second. Command them to establish a protective border around your saints. Command them to come against, confound, and put down every sickness and unclean spirit that is in opposition to the well-being of your people. Oh, command them to render a judgment in our favor right now. In the name of Yahushua Mashayah, and by his mighty and precious blood, we pray, Yahweh, your reign. We loosen your ministering angels of provision and blessings. Command them to shower us with the blessings of Abraham, your friend. Command the blessings of Deuteronomy 28 to chase us down and overtake us. Command Ruach HaKodesh to give us a continual overflow of your spirit. Command the fruits, command the gifts, and command the signs of Ruach HaKodesh to chase us down and overtake us. That wherever the sole of our feet tread, we may boldly declare, the kingdom of heaven is now. The reign of Yahweh is now. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Accept our petition and accept our prayer. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, and through his mighty and precious blood, we pray. Hallelujah. 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 Praise the mighty Yah. Bless your guns. That's your gun. Yeah.
All praise.
Real thing this.
All praise. Hallelujah. All praise. Hallelujah. All right, let's get this lesson started. All right, we're going to start this off in the book of Psalms. We're going to start this off in the book of Psalms, chapter 26, family. All right, this is called When in the Company of Sin. Let me share my screen real quick. Share it for y'all real quick, bang. Share screen. All right, we're going to start this off in the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 26, we're going to start at verse 1. Book of Psalms, chapter 26, verse 1. Remember, when in the company of sin, what do we do in situations like this? Why are you in situations like this? Is what you really need to be asking yourself. How are you keep getting in situations like this? Is it you? Do you desire to be in that type of company? Do you desire to gossip? Do you desire to hear gossip, to tell bear? Like, we really going to have to start asking ourselves these questions. Why am I always the one that's ending up in situations like this? Maybe we need to do some self-reflection. All right, so look, we're going to start this off in the book of Psalms, y'all. Book of Psalms, chapter 26, and we're going to start it at verse 1. Let's get it. Type y'all nines in when y'all get there. When y'all get there, give me some amen. YAH'KI. You better stop that, little boy. All right, book of Psalms, chapter 26, verse 1.
Psalms chapter 26, verse 1.
Is all y'all there? Let us know. Yahoo. Hey, don't be up here being dead today.
That's right.
Straight up.
I'm going to be alive for all of this.
Saturday, let's get it.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Psalms chapter 26, verse 1. We're going to read 1 through 6. Psalms 26, 1 through 6.
Psalms chapter 26, verse 1. A psalm of David. Judge me, O Yahweh, for I have walked in my integrity. I have trusted also in the Most High. Therefore, I shall not slide.
Come on.
Examine me, O Yahweh, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart.
So the first thing we need to be doing is asking Yahweh to examine us, because a lot of us be off and don't know we off. And the only way you can tell that you off if you examine yourself according to the scripture. A lot of us don't do that. A lot of us don't do that. Why don't we do that no more? We base ourselves off our feelings and our emotions, but we never base our situation and what we went through the scriptures to actually see if you was wrong or right in the first place. And that's where a lot of us have mistakes and mess up at. So that's what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to truly examine ourselves in situations that happen around us. And then we got to ask ourselves, are we the cause of these many situations? And why do these situations keep happening to me? That's what we got to do today. All right, come on.
For thy loving kindness is before mine eyes, and I have walked in thy truth. I have not sat with vain persons.
Okay, now we getting somewhere. So he said, try the reins of my heart. Forgive me for all my sins. One thing I have not done was set with empty-minded people.
That's right.
So this shows you what you ain't supposed to be doing before you even come beseech the throne of Yahweh. Make sure you're not sitting with empty-minded people. Make sure you're not sitting around people that's gossipers, people that's talebearers, people that's breaking the commandments of Yahweh, people that are false accusers, people that are greedy, glutton, drunkards. You ain't even supposed to be partaking with them. So notice he said, I have not sat with vain persons. Come on.
I have not sat with vain persons. Neither will I go in with disassemblers. And
I'm not going in with disassemblers. Do you know what a disassembler is? That's somebody that breaks up the assembly. You see that? So let's read that slow one more time. Read that slow one more time and read it loud, brother.
Psalms chapter 26.
Now notice all the things he have said before he got to this point. He's saying, look, I'm praying to you for you to actually look at me and make me examine my heart and try the reins of my heart. But before you even do that, I'm just letting you know right off back, I haven't done this. Who can say that right now? Who can beseech the throne of Yahweh right now and know that he's going to hear your prayer and your cry because you haven't even done these things right here, which is, I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with disassemblers. If you're around vain people, empty-minded people, you need to separate yourself right now. If you're around people that's sowing discord and trying to disassemble Yahweh's assembly, notice they're not trying to disassemble friendships. They're not trying to disassemble groups, gangs. They're not trying to disassemble people that hang with each other. They are trying to disassemble the assembly, the general assembly, which is Yahweh's church. This is a war that's against the church of Yahweh, which means it's a war against the only begotten Son in you. It's way deeper than just starting conversations and trying to turn people against each other. You are literally waging war against Yahweh. And we know how that turns out. All right, come on.
Psalms chapter 26, verse 4. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with disassemblers.
Come on.
I have hated the congregation of evildoers.
Do you hate the congregation of evildoers? Or are you quick to run and sit down and listen to what they got to say? Do you hate? Look, he said he hate the congregation of evildoers. That's right. Do y'all understand what that means, to hate something? It displeases you that bad that you hate it. You wish it wasn't born. You wish it wasn't heard. Do you hate that? Or do you know everybody's business? Or is you with the people that's plotting and scheming against the congregation? He said, for I have hated the congregation of evildoers. Come on, read this slow and loud.
And will not sit with the wicked.
He won't sit with the wicked. Or you sitting with the wicked. Do you know it's people around here being wicked and you ain't saying nothing about it? Do you know that make you wicked?
That's right.
You repeating wicked matters and you ain't even came to that person first. Do you know that make you wicked? Like, what are we doing here? How do we expect to get the kingdom of Yahweh, but we are constantly doing stuff like this? Constantly backbiting, tale-bearing, gossiping, speaking about the old man. The man is supposed to be done away with. You're supposed to be a new creature in the Mashiach Yahushua. I ain't been seeing nothing new. And if I can see this with my naked eyes, imagine with the all-seeing eye, which is Yahweh Yerasi. Then we just go over there last week that he see all things. You can't hide no secret sins or none of that. So what are we doing? How you're claiming you're a part of an assembly, but you're disassembling the assembly?
Sound like double-minded to me.
Well, very double-minded and very hypocritical. Come on.
Verse 6. I will wash my hands in innocency.
Come on.
So will I compass thine altar, O Yahweh.
You see that? So he's saying, hey, I ain't going to even come to the altar of prayer before I wash my hands of innocency. I'm going to make sure I'm good. I'm going to make sure I check my heart and acknowledge my sins before I even come and beseech you and pray before you. But notice his stickler and what he came out with first. Before I even give you my petition, I have not sat with empty-minded people. I have not sat with the wicked. And I hate the congregation of evildoers. Can we honestly say that? And if you can't in your heart, I ain't telling y'all to answer that. If you can't in your heart, you ain't even supposed to be praying. You need to fix that first before you come to the Father. Ask him to fix that within you before you ask him for anything else. Our priorities have been messed up, family. Our priorities is all jacked up. Straight up. It's vain competition, envying, covetousness going on, wrongful judgment, lying, accusations, and blaspheming of the Holy Spirit. Whenever you put your mouth on somebody that is summoning the spirit of Yahweh El Elyon, you are blaspheming him when you have seen the works. And most of these people that are talking against the other people or people that came and had hands laying on them and had spirits cast out of them. And then you will call these same people wicked? You're not talking to me at this point. You're talking about the Holy Spirit. We must watch our mouths and who we putting our mouths on. Straight up. And you don't choose who Yahweh deal with. And we're going to read a story like that. You can't choose the job and position that Yahweh give one another. We can't. He put you in a position for a reason. Stay there and work that to the best of your ability. Straight up. All right, we're going to stop there right there. So look, I want to get straight to it though. I want to go straight into a story, y'all. And this story shows you exactly what happens when you actually sit amongst evildoers, when you start congregating with evildoers, when you set up wicked counsel against people, when you sit around and you let somebody spread rumors, false accusations, even if they true. Look, I don't think y'all hear me. Even if somebody telling you something that's true, did you go to him first? Did you go to her first? And if it's a no, then why the hell are you coming to me? Huh? So let's read this story. Look, let's slow down and read this. We read this story so much, but we never have slowed down and look at the psychological process that's going on here. This happened every day amongst Israel, and a lot of Israelites are going to the lake of fire because they will not check this spirit. So let's go to the book of Numbers. The book of Numbers, chapter 16.
If you come around a certain group and you talk about somebody else, he got everybody on speed dial. Here's three-way. You right on in. Hold that thought real quick.
Nehemiah.
I'm about to call him up right now.
I'll call his name out. Nehemiah. You know who else? Uriel. Ain't no talking about nobody around them two brothers. Yeah, most definitely Maccabee. But we speaking to y'all two in general right now. Nehemiah, Uriel. Huh? Let you mention another brother or sister name. No, I don't want to hear that. Did you go to them first? Hold on. Hold that thought. You be like, who the hell you call? I'm calling who you just talking about. Nehemiah do you like that quick. But look, that keep a lot of sin down. All right, so look, let's go to the book of Numbers and read this story, man. This story, and we all know about this story, but we never looked at it from this psychological aspect. Let's see what's really happening and what he's talking about here. And this will keep you out of a lot of sin and keep you out of a lot of heartache. We have to realize that whether it's family, whether it's brothers, sisters, mothers, everybody ain't getting the kingdom, y'all. Straight up. The Most High said that clearly. He's going to divide households. Sister against mother, father against son. I mean, we act like we haven't read these scriptures. Sometimes it's best to just let people and things go. Just because they come from the same womb as you, do not make them spiritual family. Period. No matter the history you done had with somebody, how long you done known them or not. If they is in opposition of your God, Yahweh Yireh, then why are you even, it shouldn't be no love lost. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pray for you, but I can't be around you because you're going to bring down the whole congregation. Straight up. We have to get that in our minds. Who is my mother? Who is my brother? Those that do what? Say that loud and together. That's simple and plain, right? Now check out this situation. Y'all, this blows my mind every time I read it. All right, we're going to the book of Numbers. Book of Numbers, chapter 16. Start that deal at 1. We finna read this story. We're going to go through it slow. We're going to put ourselves there in the story. We're going to act like we smelled the scenery, like we was there, like we wearing the fabric. We finna put ourselves in the situation, and we're going to see what to do and what not to do. All right, let's get it.
Book of Numbers, chapter 16, verse 1.
Give them that mic, because they don't need to hear that yet. Give them that mic. Yeah, speak through that deal, my brother. Read loud for them too if you can. Okay.
Book of Numbers, chapter 16, verse 1.
Now
Korah, the son of Izhar,
the
son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Eber, the son of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took me.
So hold on. Now look. So we see Korah. Korah is a son. He's actually a part of the Levitical priesthood, right? Notice it said he took men. Notice what he did. He took men. Now notice we establishing the name here. Y'all listen up. Listen up. Sit down and listen up. We got Korah. We talking about Korah. So write down Korah. We finna write down a person here. This man name is Korah. Let's see what he about. Let's see what he doing. Let's see his judgment. All right, write down Korah. Now Korah took men. What did he take men to do? Let's keep reading.
Verse 2. And they rose up before Moses.
So that's what he did. Korah, he took men and he done convinced these men to rise up against Moses. Now the whole question should be, dang, what did Moses do? For Korah to take men and men to rise up against him. Now we have to establish something here. Whenever you are seeing something like this and you're hearing something about a man that's taking man to rise up against one man, there had to have been a secret conversation there, right? Because how are you convincing and taking men to rise up against a man that's following Yahweh? Wasn't Moses the lawgiver? Didn't he help lead the people up out of the land of bondage?
Yes.
So why is there anybody raising up a man that came and did his all and gave his all for you? Let's keep reading.
And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel.
You see that? With certain children of who?
With certain of the children of Israel.
So this is not an Israelite clicking up with heathens that come against another Israelite. This is Israelites clicking up with Israelites that come against an Israelite. Y'all see what we go through? This been going on for thousands of years, y'all. Come on.
250 princes of the assembly.
Oh, hold on. We listening. Look, not only is they Israelites, these are 250 men of what?
Of the assembly.
The church. The church is rising up against somebody else in the church. And the person that they rising up against did everything and gave all his blood, sweat, and tears for the church. And it's 250 of them. Boy, you got to be a backbiting, tail-bearing Negro to convince 250 people that's a part of the assembly to go on your rebellious cause. Exactly. Let's keep going.
Famous in the congregation.
See that? They said that was what?
Famous in the congregation.
So not only was it 250, these people are actually famous men. They had high titles. People knew of them. Come on.
Men of renown.
Men of who?
Men of renown.
Men of renown. Let's keep going.
And they gathered themselves together against Moses.
You see that? What did they do?
They gathered themselves together against Moses.
This is what you got to watch out for. People that gather themselves together have secret meetings, backdoor meetings. You got to watch that. Because whenever somebody gather themselves together and you ain't welcome to that meeting, they probably talking about you. You see that? Come on.
Hey, bro, hey, look, that's so frightening acting. Look, we just had that situation a while ago, right? I'm speaking of what happened to me. I was told that I almost got voted out. Never got brought to council. Never was told nothing I did. You know what I'm talking about? Told me that we had a meeting with 5 others and we're about to vote you out of here.
That is totally against scripture. Right. That's totally against scripture.
Totally. I'm talking about, bro, when I witnessed myself.
Yeah, let's get it. Look, the story finna get look, and once y'all see the story take a turn, it's gonna blow y'all mind. And look, we go through this every day. A lot of us are going through this right now. But why don't we never do practical application of Torah and just go back to the scripture, find our situation, and see how Yahweh dealt with it? It's what we need to start doing. Come on with it.
They gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron.
So look, so who did they gather themselves against? They gathered themselves against the ones that Yahweh had put in high places, which is Moses, Moshe, and Aharon. Eli. Boy, you better be quiet. Come on.
And said unto them, ye take too much upon you.
You see that? You take too much upon you. This is what they saying to Moses and Aaron. You taking too much upon you. Why are you trying to take all the positions in the church? What you think you got? Why are you putting yourself above us? Now, remind you, if we go back in scripture, Korah is an actual dude, a priest that Aaron and Moshe blessed. They had to cover him before he got his high position. He's a part of a certain clan inside the Levitical priesthood where they handle nothing but the high artificial artifacts of the Most High. Can't nobody else even touch the holy thing, but Korah and his people, his line can. But before they did that, Aaron straight had to bless them. So they rising themselves up against the ones that done blessed them, put their hands on them and covered them. Boy, talking about ungrateful. And notice it always be those people that you was there for. The people you pray and mention by name every single night. The people you done cast devils out of. The people you gave food when they didn't have nothing. The people you done lent to gave. The people you look out for be the ones that be behind your back forming secret councils against you. This is scripture here. Y'all think I'm lying? Let's go look. Let's stop this right here. Let's go to Numbers chapter 26. Because he blessed them. Numbers 26, 58 and 59. Numbers 26, 58 and 59. Matter of fact, not Numbers 26, 58 and 29. Numbers 4 and 15. Numbers 4 and 15. And we're going to come right back here, y'all. Hold y'all spots. Numbers 4 and 15. Watch how deep this gets, y'all. Let's get deep, man. Let's get deep, man. Now, this is before they rose against him, right? This is chapters before, right? Can we agree? All right, Numbers 4 and 15.
Numbers 4, verse 15.
Man, read that out loud, man. Matter of fact, start at 14. Check this out. Now, remember, his name was what? What was his name? Quran, right? Korah. All right, now let's read this.
Verse 14. And they shall put upon it all the vessels thereof, wherewith they ministered about it. Even the censers, the flesh hooks, and the shovels, and the basins, all the vessels of the altar. And they shall spread upon it a covering of badges, of badger skin. Come on. And put to the staves of it.
Now read this out loud. Now check this out. Now this is the same person that actually rose up against Aaron and Moshe. Look what Aaron and Moshe have done for him. Come on.
And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary, and all the vessels.
Take them to the back. Take them to the back. Hold on. There'll be a lot of people smiling in your face, but behind your back, they straight up backstabbers like the song, for real. And we supposed to have a discerning spirit and see that through their ways. All right. If somebody keeps showing you something time and time again, quit trying to masquerade it up and say it's something else. No, they going off. Somebody keeps showing you that they talking about you behind their back. Somebody that never give to you, but you always giving to them. Somebody that's very unappreciative that everything you do for them. Somebody that's always bringing up your past. That is not your friend. That is your enemy. All the signs are there. But we be like, no, see, we got history together. No, we from the same bloodline. Well, Korah was from the same bloodline as Moses and Aaron. Straight up. Let's go back to the book of Numbers. Book of Numbers chapter 16. Now we can actually look. So he done did something for Aaron. I mean, Aaron and Moses done did something for him. And not only that, y'all, they were part of the same family. The same family. Matter of fact, my bad. Let's get that too. Numbers 26. Numbers 26. This show you how close it be. It be the ones that you are around every single day. Numbers 26. Numbers 26, verse 58 and 59. Numbers 26, verse 58 and 59. And then we'll get back to the story. I just want to paint the picture for y'all. Numbers 26, 58 and 59.
Numbers 26, verse 58.
Write this down. Look, so not only did Aaron and Moshe them blessed him, right? That's the first thing. They are part of the same bloodline. This is straight family. Let's read it.
These are the families of the Levites.
These are the families of who?
The Levites.
Come on.
The family of the Libnites, the family of the Ammonites, the family of the Mashlites, the family of the Mushites, the family.
So look, so Moshe and Aaron were the family of who? The Levites, right? Come on.
The family of the Korathites.
Hey, so was it Korah? What was his father's name? Kohath. This the Kohath sites right here. So you see that they were straight first cousins. Come on.
And Kohath begot Amram.
So these bloodlines, this is straight family. Family. And they rose up again after he and blessed them. Now let's see the reason why. And then you're going to see all the signs of the wicked and how the wicked take counsel against you and how they use things against you to actually stake and claim their cause. Now let's get back to number 16. It's going to get deep now. Yeah. Number 16. Can y'all see the story in y'all heads yet, or do we need to go in more detail? All right, let's get it. So what we leave off at, brother?
Verse 3.
All right, start it at 1 again. Forget it. Let's start it at 1. We're going to read straight through now.
16, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Now Korah, the son of Ishal,
Right.
the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, the son of Eliab, and On, the son of Pelet, sons of Reuben, took men.
So he took men. Come on.
And they rose up before Moses.
You see that? So Korah took men, 250 of them, and they rose up before Moses. Come on.
With certain children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown.
Come on.
And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron.
Come on.
And said unto them, ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregational holy.
Now look, now peep the position he came in. Korah is so hateful, but he's so sneaky with it. He's speaking in front of all these men. He go to Moshe. He said, you take too much upon yourself. You're being too prideful. He said, the whole congregation is holy. Huh? Who said that they wasn't holy? How are you trying to tell me that the whole congregation is holy? I know they is. The Most High put us all in a position, but he wanted to build the ones up around him to show his position of leadership and be like, look, everybody over here, we all can have a position. Why are you trying to take everything for yourself? But was Moses doing what he wanted to do, or was he taking direct orders from Yahweh? All right, then. So how can you question that? Huh? And you realize they finna call him wicked for this? Same situation we go through every day, all day. You get called wicked for doing what Yahweh Yireh tell you to do. Ain't that crazy? Come on.
Every one of them. And the Most High is among them.
You see that? Not only is they holy, but the Most High is among them. So why are you taking all these positions for yourself, Moses? Huh? Come on.
Wherefore, then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Most High.
You see that? Oh, you think you better than Yahweh? You trying to run the church? You see what they doing? Now, this is coming from somebody that was just blessed in chapter 4 about him. Come on.
Verse 4. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
Now, what's the first thing that happened when Moshe heard what they was doing? Heard about them seeking secret counsel against him. He prayed. Or you doing that? The moment that you hear about somebody talking about you, the moment that you hear about somebody saying that you are unholy when you know you holy, somebody that's lying and straight accusing you of witchcraft, of adultery, of any lustful spirit, anything that you know that you don't have nothing to do with, or do you immediately call them and cuss them out? Do you immediately hate them back, or do you get on your face like Moshe do and you pray? And what do you pray? You pray, you bang on the spirit that's on them. That's what you do. Before you pick up the phone and you call anybody, you do that first. And then the first person you should call is not me, not nobody else, should be who? Them. All right, so look, it says, and when Moshe heard it, he fell on his face. Come on. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 5, real quick. Verse 21. No, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink. And number 23, which justify the wicked for reward.
To do what?
Which justify the wicked for reward.
And that's what we finna see going on right now. And we see this going around in Israel right now. Secret, wicked counsel being waged against somebody else that haven't done anything, and false accusations, and then a splitting of assembly where people are gathering amongst themselves, basically doing their own things. But we finna show y'all the deal breaker, how to remedy this out. If you truly believe in Yahweh, Yahweh finna give you the answer exactly what to do. And that's what we finna do today. We're gonna put this challenge out here. We see Moshe challenge Israel. You okay, so you saying that you got it all figured out, we wicked. Well, let's see who the most high with then. It's time to start doing that. Because I got a question. Have Satan ever cast out Satan, y'all? Have he? Why would Satan bring down his own kingdom? So why would brothers that's casting demons out be into witchcraft and warlockism? Makes no sense, right? So it's time to start putting out challenges there for anybody that's talking about any assembly that the spirit is dealing with. It's time to do that. Come, let's summon everybody all before Israel, and we're gonna see who can invoke the spirit. We're gonna see who's gonna cast the devil out. And whoever loses, it have to be some type of judgment. Then we're gonna see all that bickering and people talking ain't gonna be saying nothing at all. Straight up. It's time to start drawing a line between the people who Most High truly is dealing with and not. And we can say we can do that because this is what's going to happen right here in Torah. Didn't Paul talk about that too? I'm bringing the power. What you coming with? So this is the same way we need to boldly proclaim when we hear accusations like that. All right, tell them, come on up here. Let's bring all Israel up here and let's see who's going to summon the spirit. If I'm truly a sinner, then I might die doing what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Why are we not putting that challenge out there? So anytime y'all hear anything about this assembly, whether it's from Maccabee on down, call the challenge out for us. We will gladly accept it. And let's see who the Most High truly dealing with. Because if we into all this witchcraft and we into warlockism and speaking enchantments and all this crazy nonsense, then he most definitely ain't finna be with us. The power ain't gonna be here, right? All right, then. Let's see what happened. This is get interesting. Come on.
Let me finish. Which justify the wicked for reward. Take away the righteousness of the righteous from him.
Come on, let's get it. All right, we back in Numbers. I just gonna turn up, y'all. This story get good.
Look at Numbers, chapter 16, verse 5.
Right.
And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company.
All his who?
All his company.
All his who?
All his company.
What's this class called? When in the company of sin. So it says, so Moshe prayed after he heard the accusations, right? After he heard the lies against him, he prayed. After he got done praying, he followed the next protocol of Torah, which is to do what? Go head on to the people you have a problem with. He went straight to Korah and to all his who? Company. Remember, the company consists of 250 backbiting men, a rebellious group out of the church, out of the assembly, out of the congregation. Remember? All right, now we does not forget David's words. David said that he hates the congregation of evil doers. Didn't he say that? Let's see what happened here. Come on.
Saying, even tomorrow the Most High will show who are his, and who is holy.
You see that? He putting a challenge out. Okay, since I'm wicked, since my brother Aharon is wicked, let's do this. Let's call a challenge. He said, tomorrow, Yahweh gonna show who is his and who is holy. We need to start putting that out there. As soon as somebody put your mouth on, put a challenge out. Challenge them. If you really about that, challenge them. Come on.
And will cause him to come near unto him.
Come on.
Even him whom he had chosen will he cause to come near unto him.
Come on.
This do, take your census, Korah, and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Most High tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Most High doth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi.
Now let's break this down. So first, what Moses did, he prayed. He heard people talking about him. He prayed. Second thing he did, he went and spoke to his accusers. Or y'all doing that? Huh? The third thing he did, he put a challenge out there. If everything you saying is true, well, tomorrow when we summon the spirit, everything gonna reveal itself. All right. Now what he did was he said, and put fire. Hold on. Go ahead and read about the sisters again.
Verse 7. And put fire therein, and put incense in them. And put incense in them before the Most High tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Most High doth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon yourselves, you sons of Levi. So
look, Moses already knew the challenge he put out there was off anyway, because he knew he ain't do nothing wicked. He already knew he was dealing with the Most High. So he said, since y'all want my position, because that's the whole point, Korah wanted his position. Korah didn't deal with the incense. Moshe and Aaron and them deal with the incense. So they was trying to be priests, which they wasn't the high priest, but they wanted to be. So he gave them a high priest job to do. Now, you know they gonna fail. They don't know nothing about incense. If you get into what they was doing, they weren't dealing with the incense and the altar of prayer and none of that. So they gonna fail anyway. But let me show you how bold they is and how much they hated Aaron. They gonna accept the challenge anyway. Come on.
Verse 8. And Moses said to Korah, hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi. Seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the Most High of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Most High.
You see that? So he like, look, it ain't enough that Yahweh done separated you and gave you your own job. You don't have no type of gratification at all. You see that? You are very, very disappointing to Yahweh. He done had his own position. He done called you out. He done put you in the tabernacle, gave you a high position. Remember, it said that they was famous amongst Israel, but a Negro wanted more. Just like they always do, huh? Come on.
And to stand before the congregation to minister unto them.
Come on.
Verse 10. And he had brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek thee the priesthood also.
You see that? He said, I done gave you everything. The Most High done worked through me. We done put you in positions. I done looked out for you. The Most High done put you to itself, gave you on part of the temple. It says, and ye seek the priesthood also? He like, dang, Negro, how much you want? You see that? And this lets you know that pride and a greedy heart is what starts all this stuff. A prideful person is coveting, a jealous person, a person that want what you got. Most of the time that it's a wicked counsel formed against you, they are being very covetousness of you. They jealous of you and they want your position, whether it's man, woman, or whoever. If they are getting together and talking about you, it's something about you that they don't have that they want and need. And usually it's your position that Yahweh gave. Usually, whether it's a man, say you a teacher, he might want to teach and he suck at it. If it's a woman and you a prophet, you calling things down, you summoning the spirit, she might want that and she ain't got it. So what they gonna do, they gonna call council and they gonna bring in 250 people to form a council against you, to try to persuade them and have them looking at you totally different. That's what they do. That's what they do. We see it going on in Israel right now. Come on.
Verse 11. For which cause both thou and all thy company.
Hold on. It says, for which cause both thou and who?
And all thy company.
All thou who?
All thy company.
We have to watch the company we keep, family. You see that? Because you see the judgment coming down. It ain't just to Korah, right? It's to Korah who? And all his company, which is the people that gathered with him to rebel against the people Yahweh have set up. Come on.
For which cause both thou and all that company are gathered together against the Most
So
High.
hold on. Did he say they gathered together against him? He said they gathered together against who?
The Most High.
And why is that? Because the Most High is who put Moses in his position. Moses didn't place himself in their position. So when anybody gather around and talk about him, who they talking about? The Most High. We got to watch who we war against. We got to watch who we putting our mouths on. We got to watch who we lying on. You shouldn't be lying in the first place. That's breaking a commandment. You shouldn't be coveting in the first place. That's breaking a commandment. At these points, that's hatred. You're a murderer at this point. You don't got to come stab me in my back to murder me. If you hate your brother, you are a murderer. According to 1 John chapter 3. Y'all see that? So now they're breaking so many commandments. A judgment must come forth. A judgment must go forth. Whether he's the leader or not, anybody that follow his lead is going to get punished like the leader. So we got to make sure that we're not being gullible. And do not give excuses for wicked people, no matter how much you love them. They know better. If they can come in and sit down and open up their Bibles and get a clear understanding and comment after class, they knew better. Straight up. We got that bad too. We got that very bad, having sympathy for somebody that's willfully sinning. We can't do that. We can't do that because now you're watering down wickedness. You think Yahweh gonna water down his judgment for the wicked? All right, then stay out his way. Let Yahweh do his job. Come on.
Only turn a blind eye to wickedness because a person might be doing, doing something for them.
Yeah.
Whether it's money or whatever it might have. I'm saying? We turn a blind eye to it because that person is like helping you out.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
Come on, let's keep going. Now check this out. It's going to get deeper. So not only is Korah and 250 men done raised up against Moses, right? They had a secret council and done rebelled against him when Moses have done nothing to them. They done got this back to other elders and they getting other people involved with it. Now, if they getting other people involved with it that knew Moshe way before they did, that means the other people that get involved with it been looking and waiting for the other person to fail anyway. So whenever y'all see a lot of people believing what one person saying, Negro, you been thought that about me. That's why you were so easily convinced that was true about me. Y'all get that? Y'all was waiting on an opportunity to persecute me. You just sitting around waiting on me to fail or waiting to hear about me failing. So like we be acting surprised when these type of things happen. a person will sit up in your face and amen and clap their hands all day, but in their head, they will be killing you. Straight up. That's why it's so important that we must pray and ask Yahweh to search our hearts. Search our hearts. Prove me, Yahweh. Search me. Show me my secret sins. Are we doing that? See, this whole situation can be avoided if you follow scripture. And a lot of scriptures was not followed here. Let's keep going. Verse 11 again.
Verse 11 again. For which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Most High.
Come on.
And what is earned that you murmur against him?
You see that? And what is earned that you murmur against him? You got something against me and Aaron, the one who blessed you, sanctified the temple and everything for you to come in and grab hold of the holy thing. You're like, look, he put you in positions. Why are you? What's wrong? What did we do to you? Oh, the whole time you wanted my position. Come on.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram.
All right, now Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, remember they all a part of the family, but they were older than them. So he calling upon other elders, right? Moses is. Check out what they say to him. Come on.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up.
You see that? So he called. Now you talking about a leader over the con. Come up, we ain't coming. So in ain't nobody messing with me. The whole 250 people of the congregation have turned their back on me. Now I go reach and call for the elders, and they saying they ain't coming up. In his head, he probably like, what is going on? Come on, let's keep reading.
Hey, look, Dathan, if y'all ever grew up watching the old Ten Commandments movie, the old one, remember the old one back in the day with Moses, Charlton Heston. Yeah. Pharaoh was Yul Brenner.
Yeah, Yul.
Dathan was Edward G. Robinson. Now look in the scene, dude asked Dathan, he said, you sell your own mother out. won't you? He said, shit, if it please Pharaoh, I would.
See that?
This is an Israelite. He from the tribe of Reuben.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Y'all go back and watch the old Ten Commandments movie. You'll see it right in there.
Yeah.
He was a bootleg, like
hey.
he was the definition of a supreme bootleg.
Hey, look, he's so much of a bootlegger, he called bondage. He called Egypt the land of milk and honey, y'all. Yeah. this how much of a bootlegger he is.
Master
this elder straight up bootlegger.
Hey, like y'all seen Django. Samuel Jackson Django.
Yeah, yeah.
Who that nigga on that?
Yeah.
That's Bacon.
Yeah.
That's Bacon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This cat was a supreme
bootlegger.
Sellout bootlegger.
Yeah.
So if y'all watch the old Ten Commandments movie, look at David. He is played by Edward G. Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And he said he would sell his mama out if it pleased the Pharaoh.
Now look, hey, look what he's finna say now, though. Dude going off. Now let's read this again. Let's read that again. Start from 12 again, brother.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abraham, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up.
Now, why won't they come up? Check this out, y'all.
It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that floweth with milk and honey.
What?
Come on.
To kill us in the wilderness.
You see that? So look, they mad. Notice they had already got wind and done talked to Korah now. That's what's going on. So when he called them to tell them to come up, they already done formed a whole plot against him. Moses don't know everybody against him at this point. So they say, we ain't coming up. He said, look, is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness? Well, before they went into the wilderness, where was they at? Egypt. Bondage. This Negro calling bondage the land of milk and honey. And letting you know that when people are mad at you, what they will hold against you is things you did in the past. You see that? See how quick they brought up some past things? That was comfortable in bondage. Exactly. And it show you too, bro, that people will use your past against you. Anything that will validate the hate they have for you, they'll bring it up. So he needed something to talk about. This is why we ain't coming up, Negro. This is why I hate you. You brought us from the land. You brought us from bondage where I was cool at to kill us in the wilderness.
About that. He wasn't no person that loved his people.
Yeah.
Because you got millions of your people in bondage.
Yeah.
Well, you a slave, but you like, look, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got my corporate status. I'm straight. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm living cool in bondage and slavery. Yeah. I can care less about what them niggas going through down there making brick without straw. Exactly. Or how hard you work in the ghetto. He one of them types. Like, man, look, I'm good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that type of Negro will call bondage the land of milk and honey. Because he was good, even though his people were suffering. So they done rose up against Moses. All of them want to get back in high positions, right? Including Dathan. So as soon as he heard about it from Korah, he like, I already know they're going to call me anyway. I got a little position in Israel. I know Moses is going to reach out. So when he reach out, I'm telling him we ain't coming up. And then I'm going to tell him the reason why we ain't coming up. He bring up something that happened in the past. Watch that, because that's what Negroes would do. They will use the past to validate the reason why they hate you. Write that down.
Bro, we just witnessed that this week, man.
That's what I'm saying.
we just witnessed that this week, bro.
Hey, it gets deep.
That is how you know this our people, man.
Yeah, it's most definitely our people.
Act just like your forefathers.
Yeah.
It should not be no type of like surprise.
Yeah.
You should be reading this like, man, that sounds like my uncle.
Yeah, they look.
Yeah, that sound like my uncle and all his drunk potty.
Yeah. So look, they've been feeling a type of way. Now they just was presented an opportunity to show that. See that people sit around and wait to show you that they don't like you. They just need a reason first. And this was a valid reason for them. Now let's keep going.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 25. I just want to read this.
Go ahead, brother.
For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
Yes, boy.
And an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment.
What? That's deep. That's deep. That's what's going on. Hey, look, this scripture.
Ecclesiasticus, Sirach.
It's in the Apocrypha. You
got one? The red book. One of y'all hold up there with the red book.
Chapter 3.
Yeah, that's part of in the 1611, when the Bible came out in 1611, King James, that book was part of the King James Bible.
Yeah.
That's the Apocrypha.
Right there.
Yeah, we can order that. You can get on Amazon for like $8.
Yeah. All right, look, let's keep going. It gets deeper. Look, the thing about this story, if you really slow down and read, it keep turning up. You're like, man, how wicked can the wicked get? Or is no limit to the wicked. I'm telling you, y'all. No limit to them. Let's keep going.
Verse 13 again. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that flowed with milk and honey?
This Negro that called bondage the land of milk and honey because he was good, but his people were suffering. He done brought up the past to validate his hatred, and the reason why he not even to come here Moshe out, because he already know that they are planning a rebellion against Yahweh. You see that? And they ain't selfish. In their eyes, they hate Moses. But in Yahweh's eyes, they hate him. You see that?
Straight up.
See that? Y'all see what I'm saying? In their eyes, it's something about this nigga Moses. But in Yahweh's eyes, no, you got something against me. That's how it go. Watch who you putting your mouth on.
Because you're hating on his decision, his choice.
Exactly. All right, come on with it.
To kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over us.
You see that? Now he's boasting. He's like putting, so what, you want to make yourself prince over us? Meaning that he don't like being under the authority that Yahweh put him under. Y'all see that? Yeah. Except thou make thyself a prince over us. Oh, so you don't like the authority and the position Yahweh gave you. And Yahweh gave me. Let's keep going.
Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards.
You see that now? Now he's saying this. Not only, this show you how double-minded he is. Okay, not only did you take me from the land of milk and honey, but what about the promises Yahweh told you to give us? You're supposed to be taking us to Israel. Y'all see that? So now he done brought up the past, and now he's talking about things that he haven't done yet and promises that he done made. Oh, don't this sound like certain people, boy? Huh? This is how they do you. Because look, they have to find a valid reason for their hatred towards you. Even though there is none, they have to fabricate something in their wicked imagination for you to validate that hate that they got for you. Very premeditated, sister. Very premeditated. Premeditated hatred. And that's what's going on. And all of this was plotted in a secret, wicked council that was against the person that was never there, which is very contrary to scripture. If you have aught with your brother, what you supposed to do? Holler at him. Did this ever happen?
No.
You see that? It was so bad that it says when Moshe heard what was going on, he got on his face, then he went to them. Yeah, pray and then address your enemy. There you go, sister. You got it. Come on with it.
About there could be plans being formulated, you feel me, like in the background that you may not be privy to.
Yeah.
So somebody can say, well, I don't see what need to be going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it could be plans formulated amongst the congregation, in which there is, but there could be plans formulated for the well-being of everybody here. But because a dissembler don't see it right now, the charge is,
you a liar.
What are y'all doing for the people?
What are y'all doing for the people?
What are your plans? You feel me?
Straight up.
You don't even know. You don't even know the WhatsApp groups that's created. And, you know what I'm saying? The brothers that be on the phone in contact with each other, the sisters that be on the phone in contact with each other. You feel me? Not for personal gain, but for the well-being, of everybody in here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up with the bro? Shalom, shalom, brother. Shabbat shalom. All right, let's get it. Start from 14 again. All right, let's get through this chapter because it's going to turn up, family. Y'all listen up. It's going to turn up. Here it go. Come on with it.
Verse 14 again. Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men?
You see that? Hold on. Come on. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? Come on.
Will we not come up?
You see that? We will not come up. Huh? You see that? You ain't in no position. You said, not only did you bring us from Negroes mad at him. Negroes still want the flesh pots of Egypt. They trying to conform plans to stone him, to kill him. And look, remember, he done so many times he done spared Israel. Just kill me, Yahweh, before you kill your people now. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it to your whole people. There ain't gonna be no nation left. Like, I will make a rock praise me before you Negroes disrespect me again. Y'all see all the stuff Moses did for these same people, and now he pissed. It says he was very wroth. That means very angry, because he's sitting back like, dang, niggas straight plotting against me, and I done did everything for these Negroes. That's deep. That's deep.
Hey, exactly. It
Yeah, came out glowing, got the veil on.
Y'all look, Moses ain't leading a group of Israelites numbered in this room right here.
Yeah.
He leading upwards to 6 million.
Yes.
Israelites through the wilderness.
Ooh.
Through the power of the Most High, just, you know what I'm saying, got them out of bondage and everything. And they seen all this. You understand why he's smoking hot? It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And this how you know, y'all, this ain't no band of no Caucasians.
Yeah.
Wandering around the wheel. These are your people. Just read it.
Yeah. Just read it.
Like, I know people that act like this now.
Yeah. That's deep. All right, come on, let's get it. So look, so Moses get mad. Moses finally peep and see everything. He see the wicked council that's formed against him. It just ringed in his head. At first, he thinking it's just a small number of people. You know, it's just Korah and 250,000 men. Famous men that want my position. Then he hit up the elders. Not only is that, it's them, and they disobeying his orders. So he like, oh, okay, I see exactly what's going on. Let's see what happened next. Come on.
And Moses was very rough and said unto the Most High.
Now, peep what he say unto Yahweh. Peep what he say unto Yahweh, y'all. Peep this.
Respect not thou their offering.
He said that Yahweh, you know they wicked. Do not respect their offerings. You cut off their prayers. Cut off anything they got for you. Cut it off, Yahweh. Straight up. Are we asking Yahweh to do that for our wicked people that make counsel behind us? Cut their prayers off. And unless it's a prayer of repentance, cut it off, Yahweh. Or you doing it? Or you too busy trying to, see that B, and I can't wait till I see that nigga. Or is you on your knees like, you know what, Yahweh? The next time they pray and ask for a blessing, stop it until they have a heart of repentance. That's how much power you got. That's how much power you got. Huh? Who doing that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who doing that? Remember, this is a spiritual, psychological war that's going on here. You need your spirit and psychological weapons. And your weapon is militant prayer. Militant prayer means a soldier praying, warrior praying. Huh? What's the best thing to do? Then cut them off from their resources. You see that in physical war. Cut the water, cut the food supply. They gonna surrender. Or they gonna kill and eat each other first, one of them. So why don't you do that in spiritual war? Ask Yahweh to cut the water and cut their food supply, which means cut their protection and cut their blessings. Yahweh don't protect them and do not bless them. They are coming against what you appointed, Yahweh. They're coming into who you put in position to be over them, Yahweh. Huh? Render them twofold. When the last time y'all prayed that on an enemy? Huh? Or on a dissembler? On a dissembler. That's a so-called supposed to be a part of the assembly.
See, I thought as much as I
Hold on. Here it is.
Quick on your feet, boy. Quick on that feet, boy.
as much as I read the word like friend and begging on my tongue, I used to think I was wrong because when people do wrong to me, I'm not a confrontational individual. So I used to just say, God, don't hurt their purpose.
Yeah, no,
I
something
did
wrong.
not know that was the word, though. As long as I read this front and back, I totally listen.
Yeah, no, most definitely. You look, how powerful we straight have the ability to stop prayers, and then husbands have and fathers have the ability to straight throw out prayers from their wives and daughters. Like if when the Most High gives you all power and authority through a Mashiach Yahushua, who they call Jesus Christ, he meant that. You can step. It's so many prayers of David. Don't hear them, Yahweh. Matter of fact, kill them, Yahweh. Not only kill them, strike them and they testicles. Kill their bloodline. Make sure they're not able to reproduce, Yahweh. But I hate them with a perfect hatred. You see? But that's what's supposed to be prayed upon that spirit that's on them. Straight up. Pray against that spirit. Pray against that spirit.
All right, come on home. Who you got?
Okay, I never knew that. So it was my first time. But when I have somebody going against me,
Mm-hmm.
I would get down on my knees and pray. And I would always say, "God, please let thy enemy be my footstool.
Straight up.
Keep me meek and patient and kind and humble. You told me to stand still and you would fight my battle."
Right.
So I would always use that.
But so sister, and we saying the same thing. Stop their blessings. Stop hearing their prayers until they repent. Or hold on. Or you can say, make my enemies my footstool, meaning they're gonna be under you. Same exact same thing. Yeah, under your feet. Yeah, see that? So all praise. Tomato, but yeah, most definitely. Now that's weaponized prayer.
Crack the
Skulls
skull.
of the coronavirus. Yeah, hey, straight up. Yeah, it's time to start really weaponizing them prayers, y'all. Yeah, I think Giddy got some. All right, y'all. All right, let's get it. All right, so look, we're gonna read 15 again and keep it going. What's that about doing these sleep? Let's keep it going.
Verse 15 again.
Uh-huh.
And Moses was very wroth.
So Moses was angry once he sat back and peeped what really was going on. He like, dang, the whole congregation is turning against me. Come on.
And said unto Yahweh, respect not thou their offerings.
Don't respect their offerings. Now, do y'all know back in the day, the offerings was sin offerings, right? These was for you to get blessings. These was for you to get healed. And these was for your repenting of sins. He's saying stop all form of communication with these Negroes. Boy, that's the power of prayer we got. Come on.
I have not taken one ass.
Now, this is why he can pray this prayer. Because he haven't done nothing from them. He haven't taken their ass, none of their flocks. He haven't stolen from them. Come on.
Neither have I hurt one of them.
I haven't hurt one of them. I ain't done nothing to them. But they are having a wicked counsel and plotting against me. And plotting to take the position that you put me in. So when that's happening and you're washing your hands in innocency that we seen that David was talking about in the book of Psalms, and you're washing your hands in that you haven't done nothing, you can pray these type of prayers. But don't do this if you know you off too, because judgment will come twofold. And you don't want to get hit. That's like putting a bullet in the gun backwards and firing the chamber. Yeah, you blow your hand, blow your whole face off. All right. Now check this out. It gets deeper. Come on.
Verse 16. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company.
Ooh, hold on. Now Moses went back to the problem again. Remember, he tried to talk to Dathan and them. That ain't work. He like, look, I'm finna go back to them again. After he done prayed, Most I cut off all their prayers, cut off their blessings, cut off their offerings. Don't even rap with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm your son, and your son didn't do nothing. And of course, you told me that if I do this and if I follow your commandment, this is what can happen to me, and this is the power I got. So he flexing and using the authority, right? So then he went back to Quran. What did he say, bro?
Be thou and all thy company.
See, be thou you in your wicked company, that bad company that you keeping, the people that you've been huddled up against in midnight hours in the dark, talking about me. Yeah, all of y'all. Come on.
Before Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
Thou and they and Aaron tomorrow.
So look, not only you come, but bring all the people that was talking about us and trying to have this wicked count, all of y'all and Aaron. We all finna meet up in a place tomorrow. We finna put a challenge out. We gonna see who the Most High really dealing with in front of all of Israel. Because look, you have to keep that same energy. The same way you disrespected me in public, huh? You either finna apologize and repent in public, or your judgment finna happen in public. Now, this is 250 men seeking counsel and spreading rumors about Moses. Y'all don't think this went throughout all Israel? All of us is in one place at this time. So imagine 6 million Israelites. You heard what that nigga Moses did, right? You know, yeah. And that nigga ain't give us some water in the wilderness. He already didn't give us no food. Yeah, no, it gotta be true. It gotta be. And where the hell is the land of milk and honey? Huh? We've been about to Egypt for so damn long. Got us eating up, drinking water from damn rocks and shit. We drinking water out of a split rock and eating. Yeah, you know what's just Israel. Just imagine. Right. Well, imagine, boy. Just imagine the conversations that was going on amongst 6 million Israelites. They was already from one person though. One person started all this mess in one place at one time. Boy, and look, now you get the scripture that said there was bickering and murmuring. Oh, now we know why. These Negro Korah and 250 men that started all types of stuff.
Korah, Dathan, and the likes of Abby Ross.
Yeah, the likes of who? Abby Ross. That started all this. So now when you get to where they was bickering and they was murmuring and they was doing all that mumble mouthing, now we see where all this stuff really starts from. It starts from one wicked person that's been in assembly. They feel some type of way, then they plant bad seeds, and all seeds grow, y'all. All seeds grow. You either gonna grow a weed, or you gonna grow a herb, you gonna grow some barley, you gonna grow a tare. But whatever you plant has to grow. Has to grow. All right.
Season. Check this out. So that would be the original coronavirus.
Yeah, the coronavirus. Boy, I'm taking that. We got the coronavirus is amongst the assembly, family.
Right through Israel.
Yep, the coronavirus is among. I love that, boy. The coronavirus.
We need the most high antibiotic.
Yeah. Hey, we praying for that tonight. We're gonna pray on that too. Break the backs and the skull of the coronavirus.
On the list. The coronavirus.
The coronavirus.
We bind them powerless.
All right, so look, but y'all see how wicked Korah is, right? All right, so it says, and Moshe said unto Korah, be thou in all thy company before Yahweh, thou and thy and Aharon tomorrow. Come on, 17.
And take every man his censer.
And take every man his censer. Now remember, Korah is not a part of officiating the censer of prayers or none of that. But he wants the priest's job so bad that he finna go and try to do something that he know nothing about. Y'all, this is how prideful and how covetous and how evil he is. He was never over them parts of the priest in the temple, but he want Moshe and Aharon job so bad that Moses put out a challenge out there, and he finna take it, knowing that he don't know what he's doing. Y'all see that? So Negroes want our jobs, but you ain't finna get on your knees all day and night and pray, huh? You ain't waking up in the middle of the night and praying for Israel. Huh? You ain't constantly sitting up down at night making up lessons and doing this consistently for over years. Huh? I can't call you and ask what chapter and verse is this. I can't call you in the middle of a debate and say, hey, these niggas getting on my head, bro. Hey, how can I get up out of this situation? But you want my job though. All right, here you go. I'm gonna give it to you. Hey, watch how this turned out though. This shows you that people want jobs just because it look good and they see how Most High dealing with people, but your vessel and your spirit ain't been prepped and prepared to be. You see that? Huh? You have to be who you was destined and predestined to be. Quit trying to be everybody else. And this is what's happening. 9 times out of 10, if they're forming counsels and wickedness against you, they want what you got, but don't have what it takes to get what you got. So anybody that's been talking about you behind your back, I'm telling you now, they want to be you. That's all it is. It's something about you that they ain't got, and they hate it. They hate it. They hate themselves for it. And most of all, they hate Yahweh because Yahweh didn't put them in the same position. So they start asking themselves, dang, what is it about me? Why I can't get with them niggas? Why I can't pray like Malaki pray? Huh? Dang, why I can't learn Hebrew quick like they learn Hebrew? Dang, why I don't know the science? Dang, why I can't feel the joy of praying when YAH'KI like how YAH'KI pray? Huh? Dang, why I can't sew and wear fringes like that sister wear her fringes? Dang, how do she get her bonnets like that? It'd be the littlest crazy, look, it'd be the littlest crazy stuff why people hate you. Dang, you mad because all you had to do is, I would have taught you how to wrap your hair, sister. I would have taught you. Hey, this is the type of wicked stuff that go amongst Israel. Seriously. And it'd be the most pettiest stuff. And then look, when y'all get together and y'all finally get down to what it was, half the time, you can't even remember what it was. It's been 4 years. You're like, dang, why didn't we like each other? Oh, because that wicked counsel I heard about you 5 years ago. I never asked you, but I was just so convinced. It was just so many people against you. I thought I was just going to join in. They couldn't. It was like 10 of them. 10 people going to lie about the same thing. And that's how it go. That's how Israel go. Let's keep it going.
250 was lying on this.
250. Hey, plus Dathan and them. Now let's keep it going.
Verse 17. And take every man his censer and put incense in them. And bring ye before the Most High.
Stop it. Y'all listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Start back from 17. Isaiah, come sit your butt down over here. You too, come sit down. Yes, you. Come on, some me. Yeah, you. Come on.
Verse 17. And take every man his censer and put incense in them. And bring ye before the Most High every man his census, 250 census. Thou also and Aaron, each of you his census.
You see that? So every one of them got a censer. Not only was it Korah that got a censer, but it was all 250 men that was a part of this council. All of them. Come on.
And they took every man his censer and put fire in them and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron.
So look, you got the whole Israel around watching this. So, you know, man, just imagine the conversation. I wonder who Yahweh finna present himself to. Oh, man, this, look, you know what I'm saying? This is the drum roll here. Moses either been off this whole time and trying to be the leader, or, hey, this 250, Nate and them and Korah and them been lying. Now, let me show you how judgment go. This is why it's important that you're not a part of the council of the wicked and you're not keeping bad company, because when that bad company get judged, guess who get judged with them? You do. You do. And usually it's a violent judgment. Check this out. Let's read.
Verse 19.
And
Korah gathered all of the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Come on.
And the glory of the Most High appeared unto all the congregation.
So now we see Yahweh done appeared before the congregation. Let's see how this judgment finna go. Come on.
And the Most High spake unto Moses and unto Aaron.
Now check this out, y'all. This get deep. This get deep because look, whenever you see wicked counsel, you see false accusers, false accusations rising up against you, you better pray to them, pray before Yahweh, go and state your cause. After you talk to them, if they ain't repented then, get far away from them quick as possible, because a speedy judgment is coming. You see that? Get away from them quick, because the ground just might open up. That's straight up. Lightning might strike down. Hey, for real, you don't want to be in the way. So check this out. It says, and Yahweh spake unto Moshe and unto Aharon, saying, come on.
Separate yourselves from among this congregation.
From among the congregation, from among this congregation. What does it say?
Separate yourselves from among this congregation.
Get away from them. Now, why is he saying get away from them? Come on.
That I might consume them in a moment.
See that? So this was a speedy judgment. Lead them. Get away from these wicked doers, for I might consume them in a moment. Come on.
They fell upon their faces
and
said, O Yah, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation?
Now look, this is how much of a good heart that Moshe and Aharon got. After he told them to get away from the congregation, he finna kill all of them. What Moses and Aaron do? They dropped to their face and started praying for the ones that's been talking about them the whole time. Do you got that type of heart? Huh? Can you do that? Huh? Yahweh cut them off. Cut off their prayers. Do not bless them until they have a heart of repentance. Then at the same time, pray that they receive a heart of repentance. Who's doing that? After all the stuff that was said about Moses, after all the stuff that was said about Aaron, the Most High finna straight judge them and kill them. And we see that Aaron and Moses get down on their knees right before the judgment and say what again? Verse 22.
Verse 22. And they fell upon their faces and said, O Yah, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sing it, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation?
You see that? So you finna kill everybody just because of Korah? Come on, Yahweh. Huh? He's still looking out for them through all of what they done did to him. See that? Meaning that if people are willing to come in a heart of repentance, you should be willing to forgive. And no matter what goes on, always pray. As long as they ain't did no crazy sexual sins and change, they turn into a trance, some things that you know you ain't supposed to be praying for anyway, you should always be praying for them. But it's certain people you can't pray for. You know that, right? So I'm saying, as long as it ain't these type of situations, then you know, hey, can you bring? I got you. We talk about it. It's certain people that you can't pray for. Like say if somebody get a sex change, why pray for? They're done. They done. They're fully. They're a rep. You can't pray for some. You can't pray for that. How can you pray for that?
So let me ask you this: that is? I'm trying to get understanding because I'm praying. So it's no forgiveness.
No. How is that? You literally done change your whole entire chemical makeup. How can you pray? How can you pray for a transvestite? You can't go. You can't go back. If you can't, Jenner. What's the name?
Mama named him Bruce.
Bruce Jenner. He wanted to go back, but he can't. Once you get that change and they start, you can't. Can't even pray for him. He's done.
The only thing that's not forgiven is blasphemy.
Oh, no, boy, it's a whole lot of things that's not forgiven in the scripture.
Okay, so at that point, are they literally just outside of the will of God and not welcome back in the kingdom?
No, they still inside the will of God, because the will of God is the lake of fire too. That's part of his will too. That's why he created it. You say they're just on the wrong wheel. They're on the wrong wheel.
Check this out, sister. What is the judgment for homosexuality?
Death.
Condemnation.
Yeah.
So why you trying to get them uncondemned?
Well, I got a friend. I've been praying for him.
So you don't even know the call. You hear your
Because they see it as disrespectful if I call them.
So if that would have happened during the time of actual question, when was the law done away with?
Yeah, that's right, PP. Another thing, real quick. Anybody that taking the mark of the beast, you done. That's not forgiven. Blaspheming of the Holy Spirit, you done. Yes, actually coming, if say it, yeah, way more. I'm gonna give you some more. Coming and having a new babe in the truth, and then you completely corrupt their mind and have them fall out of the truth and they never come back. That's not forgiven. It says you might as well tie millstones to your feet and jump in the river. That's you're not surviving of that. So it's a lot of things that you can do that Yahweh will not forgive you for.
He gonna read you this chapter.
Yeah, read that real quick.
He about to read Romans 9.
Romans chapter 9, verse 15.
Read it out loud.
Romans 9, 15. Show no way right now. But understand this, y'all. The judgment of God is real. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're not actively stoning nobody, don't mean that judgment hasn't fallen upon that person.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And the Most High, just because it didn't happen quick enough for you, don't mean that the Most High is not going to give them death to that person.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to die in your sin. And listen, most people who go that drastic to do that full sex change, they have completely made their mind.
And what you have done too, even if you change your mind back, you have altered your DNA. You can't unalter your DNA after they did. They have to shoot you with so many hormones and everything. You're done. You might as well take it at that vaccine mark of the beast shit. You might as well get
it sounds like a defiled temple.
Irreversible defiled temple. Yep.
There go right. Watch this. Romans 9.
Romans chapter 9, verse 15.
Check this out. Listen up, y'all. Listen up. Romans 9. Come on.
For he said to Moshe, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
So the word will in the Bible, when you hear will, it means desire.
Yeah.
Most I say, I'm gonna have mercy on whom I desire to have mercy.
Okay.
Whoever I desire to have compassion, that's who I'm gonna have compassion on. All right, go ahead.
So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth.
The him is man. It ain't of man's desire. Or it ain't how fast man runs, but what?
But of the Most High that showeth mercy.
It's all about the Most High extending mercy.
Yeah.
He don't extend mercy to everybody. Now look, watch this. Go ahead.
For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh.
Unto who?
Unto Pharaoh.
All right, go ahead.
Even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
If y'all know the story about our exodus out of Egypt, he read right after this. But our exodus out of Egypt, he kept hardening Pharaoh's heart.
Yeah.
Some people like, well, what is God doing, playing mind games? Why would he just send Moses to tell him let the people go? But then he turned around and said, but look, he ain't gonna let you go to the harden his heart.
Right.
I'm going to harden his heart, right? But watch this. Go ahead.
Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he harden.
And whom he will or desire, he harden. So he can desire to have mercy on you, or he can desire to harden you, to destroy you, right? Go ahead.
Thou wilt say then unto me,
This is how man replies.
why doth he yet find fault?
Good question. Well, if Pharaoh was operating through the Most High's will, because he kept hardening his heart, why was Pharaoh wrong then? Right. Excellent question, right? Go ahead.
For who have resisted his will?
Exactly. Who would have resisted God's will?
Nobody.
Right? Nobody. Go ahead.
Nay, but, O man.
No, who?
Nay, but, O man.
Come on.
Who art thou that replies against Yahweh?
In other words, your man's rationale of thinking falls way short of the divine understanding of the Most High.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
right. Right. But watch this. It get deeper. Go ahead.
Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it,
Mm.
why hast thou made me thus?
Go ahead.
Have not the potter power over the clay?
That's not the pottery. Y'all ever did the pottery class in school?
Yeah.
Right? You have a lump of clay, you have it on the wheel, and you form your little cup, you be like, I don't like the way it is. You destroy the whole thing and then try to form something else again. Can the thing formed say to him that formed it,
Why have you formed?
why did you make me like this? Can
No,
you
no.
say to the creator, why did you make me like this?
No.
Right? Now watch this. Go ahead.
Of the same lump,
Uh-huh.
to make one vessel unto honor,
Come on.
and another unto
Strip
dishonor.
off this out the same lump of clay. He can make a vessel of honor and a vessel of dishonor.
You see
He
that?
can make strip off this. He can make the plate you eat off of out of the same lump of clay. That's fine china. And out of that same lump of clay, he can make a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Out of the same lump. One is used to eat off of. The other one is used to get rid of it, what you eat.
So it's vessels made to serve and vessels made to serve their other purpose, which is not serving at all, but still serve their purpose.
Vessels of honor and
Vessels
vessels
of
of dishonor. Now look at, if you keep listening, you'll see this is why the devil was made.
Yeah.
Some people say, why the hell was the devil made? If God knew for the whole time the devil was gonna be.
Yeah, predestination, preordained. Yeah.
Come on, watch this.
What if YAH'KI will show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering,
Meaning patience, what?
the vessels of wrath,
The vessels of who?
the vessels of wrath
Come on,
fitted to destruction.
strip off this. Certain vessels the Most High made are vessels of wrath, and they were made to be destroyed.
You see that?
That's really like, whoa, hold on.
But see what he said though, vessels of wrath into him. Sometimes it be people that come and test you, and then to see if you truly with Yahweh or not. You know what I'm saying? To see if you gonna sin or not. Sometimes it's people that come test your patience. Sometimes it's people that come test your honesty. But these people, they can be completely reprobates. That's their whole purpose for being here. But the whole purpose is to be wrath for you for your wickedness, or to test you, to test your faith and see if you really in this or not. But you can't choose who that person is, because how can you do that? How can you ask your creator, why did you make me this way? Yeah, exactly.
Questioning his kingship.
Yep, exactly.
Now look, now watch. So now we know he got vessels of honor and dishonor, and the vessels of wrath and dishonor were made for destruction.
Yeah.
Now look, watch this.
And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy.
There's vessels of mercy. Thank the Most High for the little knowledge that we have.
Yeah.
Vessels of mercy. Hallelujah. Right, go ahead.
Which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Afore means before ordained.
Yeah, before time.
Predestination. Before you was in the womb, he told Jeremiah, I knew you. Who was you to know before you was even conceived? You see what I'm saying? So that's the Most High. He got vessels of wrath, vessels of mercy, vessels of honor and dishonor. Right? Satan is a vessel of dishonor, a vessel of destruction. He was made to be destroyed.
Yeah. But before, it's good that he's like that though, because now you have an example of what not to be. Because how would you know what sin was if it wasn't for the law? You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
After the purpose is served, like some people are putting
After the purpose is served.
After that purpose is served, or they destroyed.
Yeah, of course. After your purpose is served, you are gone. Once you complete your purpose and your mission here, then you gonna wait on judgment. After all of our purpose is served, then there's no longer needing us to be in this vessel. You realize what this is, right? This is a testing ground. This is school. We're part of assimilation, part of the university, the universe. This is all part of a school. And then after that, you either graduate and you get the kingdom of Yahweh, or you fail and you get the lake of fire. Period.
A real thing is. Anybody else? Who else we got? Anybody?
It's a beautiful thing.
Look like you got something to say. Hold on. You good? Keep faith. Sister Tasha. Everybody good?
All right, let's get it. Let's finish this story off. Now I want to get some scriptures, y'all, to back up what this whole story been saying. So let's start it back at book of Numbers, chapter 16, verse 22. Let's get it. Hey, powerful question though. Let's get it.
Verse 22.
Uh-huh.
And they fell upon their faces and said, O Yah, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation.
Check this out. Come on.
And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah.
So hold on now, Pete. So at first, remember, he was finna kill everybody. He's finna kill Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, right? So Moses stopped. He said, separate yourself from the congregation. Then after that, he prayed, and he was like, Yahweh, is you finna kill everybody because of one man? So even after Moses got done praying, it says, and Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from the tabernacle. So now the Most High heard that. So the 250 men actually is finna not be a part of all this. Now, but guess who's finna get hit though? The leaders that started it. Y'all see that? So sometimes if you pray enough, the Most High can actually bring, like, your prayer will be mercy on people that's been wicked. You see what I'm saying? You can pray sincerity and truth over somebody and get them saved through your faith, even though that they've been off. We seeing that right now. So it's very important that we're always praying for our enemies. All right, praying on the spirit that's on them and praying for the heart that's within them to bring them to a heart of repentance. All right, come on.
I got a precept.
Yeah.
Proverbs 25, verse 21, starting at 21. If thy enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat.
Right.
And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and the Most High shall reward thee.
Yeah.
And number 23, it says, the north wind driveth away rain, so doth an angry countenance a backbiting tongue.
You know what that means? Is he actually talking about real bread and water? Or is he saying when your enemy thirsts, give him the everlasting water? When your enemy is hungry, give him the bread, which is the word, which is Christ. You see that? So that's what really, for real, fill that appetite that he needs. They don't need no real food and water. Your enemy need Yahweh. That's who they need. All right?
Because they're your enemy.
Because they're your enemy.
You need Jesus.
All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it. Let's finish this on off. We're gonna read down to 35, and then we're gonna read a couple scriptures. We're gonna get up out of here. Let's get it. Hallelujah.
Speaking to the congregation, saying, get you up from about the congregation of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram.
Come on.
Moses rose up and went into Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him.
Come on.
And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart.
You see that? So look, this wicked congregation straight finna get a pass from the prayers of Moses and them. So he go to the congregation, he say, depart. Come on.
Depart. I pray you.
I do what?
I pray you. From the tents of these wicked men. And touch nothing of them.
Showing you that things can transfer. The demonic spirit can transfer. It says, depart. I pray you, get away from these tents and don't do what? Don't touch nothing that they own. Why is that?
Lest you be consumed in all their sin.
Hold on. We gotta talk about that. He said something deeper. It says, and speak unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, meaning leave their tents and touch nothing of theirs. Why we can't touch nothing of theirs? It's corrupted. Yes. You see that? It says, lest ye be consumed in all of their sins. Boy, see that? This showing you that you can be consumed for somebody else's mistakes just by sitting around them. That's why we cannot keep bad company. You don't have to be a gangbanger. You can go to school all day, and one time you want to get in the car with your gangbanging cousin and go to the liquor store, and you get hit, like off of Boys in the Hood. He ain't guilty by association. Be a bad company, corrupt good manners. Yes. Y'all see that? So watch who you hanging around. Watch who you counseling with. Watch who you congregating with. Watch who you speaking to. Watch the conversation that you have with one another. And make sure that these conversations are godly. Come on.
Hey, bro, that just happened to a young brother I know. About 18 years old last week on Ridgewood in the South Side.
On Ridgewood?
Yeah.
So he just got hit up, and when he
was with some guys who was into it with some guys. The guys rolled up. He got his headphones on, not even focused. They hit him. Everybody ran. He the innocent one. He got hit.
He the one got killed.
Stood over him.
Got him done. See that? We gotta watch who we hanging with. And now, if you know destruction is coming to the wicked, why the hell is you hanging around the wicked? Why are you conversating with the wicked, holding councils and meetings with the wicked when you know it's wicked? You even said it was wicked before. All right. All right. Come on.
Verse
27.
Verse 27. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tent.
You see that? Everybody, the whole congregation leaving. So Abiram and Dathan, they're like, what the hell going on? So they come out the door of their tent, seeing where everybody went. It's 250 people in all of Israel. So imagine the conversation was loud. All of a sudden, it get real quiet. So they come out the door like, where everybody at? They don't know judgment coming, boy. Judgment coming. Hey, boy.
Hey, boy. It's like that old Wild West scene. They're gonna have to shoot out.
Yeah.
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 You know, all you see some tumbleweeds.
Yeah, tumbleweeds, covers closing.
Hey, everybody inside.
Yeah.
Man, look like these
All right, come on with it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What if somebody would say, well, you know, these are people they need, and we're talking about the wicked, somebody that's claiming that they're righteous.
You don't know what?
What if somebody that claims that they're righteous or whatever the case may be, and they're going out to the people that are wicked, and they're saying, well, these are people they need, you know, the word of God and stuff.
We're gonna get to that. I got a whole section to talk about that. Yeah, that's coming up next. Yeah. But I mean, we see through all the wicked, we see through all their wickedness and all they was doing what Yahweh told him to do. Separate yourself from them. Period. Come on with it.
And their wives, and their sons, and their little children.
Hold on, start there from 27 again. Y'all listen up.
Listen up, listen up.
Verse 27 again.
And grab him.
So they got up from the tabernacles of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side.
Right.
And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children.
So notice who with them. Their wives, their sons, their household. That's right, sister. See that? We have to watch what we do. Remember the last class, your secret sins will directly get your family hit.
That's right.
All right, come on.
That's right.
And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Most High hath sent me to do all these works. For I have not done them of my own mind.
Because remember, at first, they said he was doing everything of his own mind. Remember? You can't. Why are you trying to be over everything? Remember they told him that? All these men are holy here. Now he finna show them. He said the judgment coming. And you remember y'all said I was prideful and I'm doing all these things and I'm taking my position. Y'all finna see the day that I don't got nothing to do with this. Come on.
If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Most High has not sent me.
You see that? Come on. So look, showing you that this ain't finna be no common death. This ain't finna be death by old age. This ain't finna be death by disease. The Most High finna do something where they know, the whole Israel know this was judgment for them having a wicked counsel and actually rebelling against Moses and Yahweh. Come on.
But if Yahweh make a new thing.
See that? He finna do a new thing. This is something that the world ain't seen. Israel ain't seen this judgment yet. This is the sign. This is how you know that Most High was always with Moshe. And this is what the Most High do for us if we keep the commandments and we let them bicker. We go by the certain protocols. You hearing that they taking up wicked counsel against you. You hearing that they rebelling against you. You hearing that they talking about the position that Yahweh gave you. You hearing that they lying and doing false accusations. Get on your knees, get on your face. First thing you do is pray to Yahweh. Second thing you do is you do what Matthew 18 tell you to do. You go to that brother one-on-one. Then you go through all them different protocols. If it don't happen like that, put a challenge out there. After you put that challenge out there, pray to the Most High and tell the Most High, hey, stop their prayers and their blessings. And the reason why I'm asking you to do that, because I have not stolen their ass and I have not done nothing to hurt them. Y'all see that? Then your petition get granted and judgment come. And when you see the judgment, you're going to know for a fact that this was not a coincidence. Them Negroes died because they was wicked. And this is what we finna see. He finna show them a new thing. Come on.
Verse 30 again. But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit.
Into the what?
Into the pit.
Ooh.
Then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Most High.
Do y'all see that? So now when you see wicked, you see death that you just can't even make. Like how the heathens be dying. Tornadoes swallow them. Man, it be some the way the heathen die. See, like he kill us with drugs. Like we killing each other. The heathen be dying of natural disasters and things you never heard of. Yeah, he went hiking and fell off a 33,000 cliff. You be like, damn, how did that even? Hey,
What was you doing up there?
what was hey, he finna open up the earth and kill them. So it says he's doing this, and this death is gonna be so horrific. You know that he died because of their wickedness. Y'all see that? Come on.
Verse 31. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them.
Imagine that. You be standing in your wickedness, being all proud of how mighty, and the ground start crumbling under your feet. Boy, I don't even think it was time for them to repent. They ain't even trying to repent right there. You done. You finished.
And they probably blew all eight draws out.
Straight up. Most definitely blew some draws out. Come on.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up.
And swallow what?
Swallowed them up.
Come on.
And their house.
In the what?
And their house.
Come on.
And all the men that appertained to Korah and all their goods.
You see that? He swallowed the bloodline. All because of a wicked counsel that was held against two men that the Most High was truly dealing with. Hold on. Let me say that again. The earth opened up and swallowed a whole bloodline of people for one man, starting up a secret wicked counsel and going against somebody that the Most High was truly dealing with. Do y'all see how important that is? So shouldn't we be watching our mouths and the company we keep and the conversations we having? Because you can damn well be putting your mouth on the wrong people. Do y'all see how dangerous that is? All right. Come on, down to 35.
33. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit.
Ooh, do y'all hear that? So look, they didn't die on the ground. They went down alive. They was buried alive, y'all. Come on. Into the pit, yeah. To the abyss. Come on.
And the earth closed upon them.
Ooh.
And they perished from among the congregation.
Come on.
And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them.
You see that? Look. So look. Now imagine this. They going down the bottomless pit, screaming to the top of their lungs while they going down. It says Israel got the dipping. Because remember, Moshe like, y'all bag up, get away. So they probably was walking away all slow until their ground opened up and they heard them crying. Now they running like, oh, heck no. You know what I'm saying?
Long run.
Long run. All right, come on.
And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them. But they said, lest the earth swallow us up also.
Now imagine this. Imagine how the earth open up and swallow whole families. And you, boy, I bet you looking down like, hold it. Boy, niggas trying to grow wings. Hey, man, I bet that's deep.
I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, but look, notice, all of this happened because of wicked counsel, corrupt communication, and people putting their mouths on servants of Yahweh. That's why this happened. Come on.
Verse
30, whole family.
Verse 35. And there came out a fire from the Most High and consumed the 250 men that offered incense.
Woo! See that? Look, so the whole time, that's why I want to stop at 35. Everybody thought that they got away at first, right? They still got hit. Yeah, low running for no reason. Yeah, so look, now, since that's the story, y'all can read the rest of it, but I just wanted to go down to 35 to show y'all that, but show you judgment. Look, you can't escape the judgment of the Lord. You can't. So let's watch what we're doing. Let's watch our mouths and watch who we congregating with. Because you can be assembling with the disassemblers and not even know it. Because you are a disassembler. Yeah, and judgment coming. So look, let's get to the rest of these scriptures. Let's get to Proverbs 13. Proverbs 13, verse 20.
As men, we got to police our situations, man.
Yeah.
Like that was on the behalf of a man.
Yes, it was.
All the wives attached to them. And all the children of the 250 that were persuaded and convinced by the sin of one man.
Yeah, it started at 17.
He also handled the situation properly, though. You have to handle the situation properly.
Yeah, he did. Hey, yeah, I do want to put that out, though. Moses handled that deal to the T. He did. He did.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, he did.
About, like, look, you got to make sure you ain't out here doing no wickedness.
Yeah.
Because you could have been Korah. Or the likes of Abiram and David.
Yeah.
Hell no, we ain't coming to holler at you.
Yeah.
Who you think you is?
Yeah.
Oh, what you think you the only one holy, huh?
Yeah.
Who you think you is, a prince over us?
Yeah.
Y'all gotta watch that vibration. That old vibration of getting you to see things through they love.
Wicked eye.
Lens of rebellion. Watch that.
Lens of
You
carnality.
feel me? Because it was the men that rose up and got their wives and children destroyed right along with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So men, we got police our situations. For sure. You got police that. Yeah, because trip off this entire family, everybody up under our watch and get hit and drop. Because we being rebellious. So if you hear rebellion coming in the ranks, you gotta shut it down. Shut it down. Not when we ain't talking about that today. Call that system.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that going on. As y'all see, we just read a story where the Most High opened the earth up. Y'all think fire came out the ground.
Over an evil, wicked counsel.
Man, look. So hey, operate and regulate like the kings and priests you are.
Yeah.
You understand? Straight up. Because we responsible for more than just ourselves.
Yes, we are.
As the story just said. Dang.
Let's get it. Proverbs chapter 4, chapter 13, start from 17. Proverbs 13 and 17. We're gonna read it down to 20. Go up to that 13.
Classic one line.
Yeah. All right, let's get it. And then let's get it.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Ooh, come on.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Come on.
The law of the wise is a fountain of life,
Uh-huh.
to depart from the snares of death.
Come on.
Good understanding giveth favor,
Hallelujah.
but the way of the transgressor is hard.
You see that? The way of a transgressor is hard. That's why they have no understanding. That's why their whole life be hard. The way of a transgressor is hard. Do you realize how hard it is to actually really be wicked?
Oh, yeah.
You literally have to like rebel. Every day you have to rebel against your own good judgment. Well, that's a hard thing to do. Come on.
Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge.
Come on.
But a fool layeth open his folly.
Come on.
A wicked messenger falleth into mischief.
You see that? A wicked messenger falleth into mischief. Come on.
But a faithful ambassador is healthy.
Hallelujah. Come on.
Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction.
Ooh, come on.
But he that regardeth reproof shall be honored.
You see that? Come on.
The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul, but it is an abomination to fools to depart from evil.
Come on.
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
You see that? But he that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Come on.
But a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
You see that? You can't have a company of fools. They're going to be destroyed altogether. Didn't we just see that in the story we read?
Yeah.
All right, come on. Do 21.
Evil pursueth sinners,
Uh-huh.
but to the righteous good shall be repaid.
All right, we can stop there right there. Let's do a couple more. Let's do Proverbs. Let's do Proverbs 1, 10 through 11. Proverbs 1, 10 through 11. A few more, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. Proverbs 1, 10 and 11. Proverbs 1, 10 and 11. Come on, let's
Proverbs
get
1, chapter 10. Proverbs chapter 10.
my bad, brother. Proverbs 1, read
1.
1 through, yeah, it's cool. Proverbs 1, 10, 11. Let's get it.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10.
Go to verse 7. Verse 7.
Up to verse 7.
Let's get it.
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge,
Uh-huh.
but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Ooh, come on.
My bond, my son, hear the instructions of thy Abba, and forsake not the law of thy Imam.
Come on.
For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck.
Come on.
My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
You see that? If sinners entice you, consent thou not. Hey, come here. I got something to tell you. Come here. We got to say, hey, man, I got to tell you what happened. Did you hear about what them Negroes and did? Enticing, something that sounds good to the ear. You naturally going to be like, dang, what? You whispering with them. Y'all ain't even around nobody. You see that? We got to watch that spirit. You can't wait to hear about the fall or the calamity of somebody else. And half the time it ain't true anyway. You see that? So it says, my sons, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. I don't need to make a contract with that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Whoever they was talking about, did y'all go to them? How do I know what he did and he don't know what he did? Huh? I know about his wickedness before he even heard about it. That's straight up whack. Come on. Yeah, come on.
If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
You see that? That's what they do. Come with us. Let us plot. Huh? Let us set up traps, pits, and snares. Huh? Straight spiritual entrapment. Let us do that. Come on.
Let us lurk privately.
Let us lurk privately. Come on.
For the innocent without cause.
For the innocent without cause. Y'all see that? That's what the wicked council do. They sit around and they come up with certain things and have certain wickedness in their head that somebody did it. But if you apply them to scripture, they ain't did nothing at all. You done created your own court of laws in your head that they done broke according to your emotions and feelings. And you thriving off of that and you getting everybody involved in it. That's a sin. We seen the earth open up and swallow families of bloodlines of people for this. So we got to make sure we are not doing this, and we need to stay out of the way and wrath of Yahweh. Let's do a couple more. Let's do Psalm 19. Well, you talking about reading whole chapters? I got a lot to. Brother. I got a lot to go over here. We do this time, brother. Come on.
Very far, brother. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave.
Come on.
And whole as those that go down into the pit.
Ooh, boy, like they went into the pit. Right? Come on.
We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
Come on.
Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse.
Come on.
My son, walk not thou in the way with them.
You see that? Don't be walking with them. You ain't supposed to be talking to them. You ain't supposed to be congregating with them. You ain't supposed to be fellowshipping with them. Huh? How many times we see that we is not supposed to be fellowshipping with them? You can't even, if you get into Corinthians, you say you can't even break bread and sit down at a table with these type of people. Come on.
Refrain thy foot from their path.
Ooh.
For their feet run to do evil.
Run to do evil, huh? The first time and chance they get to backbite, to turl, to set up wicked counsel, they doing it. They straight holding organized meetings about people. Huh? Showing you that Hashatan kingdom is very organized, y'all. Don't think it's organized. Even though you see chaos on the outwards, and it's very organized. He got lieutenants, captains, everything. And they work 24/7. They're never off. He got different shifts and everything. Got a whole line, assembly line of lust, assembly line of adultery, assembly line of liars, captains, and they tens of thousands. Like he mimicked the Most High, literally, y'all. He just perverse everything that the Most High do. So look, we have to be looking out for him. We don't look for Satan enough. We be too busy looking for blessings and not looking for Satan. He coming. And then you be praying for the Most High to show you things, and then it be, man, guess what I heard about such and such. And that be your sign right there. And you be like, no, what happened? Then as soon as you get off the phone, man, guess what such and such just told me about such and such. No, what happened? You get off the phone with them, phone ringing all day about one person, but ain't nobody called that one person. Then you get to class and everybody, you wonder, like, damn, is everybody, I got a book in my nose? No, Negro, everybody been talking about you. Everybody been talking about you. That's what's been happening. Wicked counsel been set up against you. We have to watch that because we seen the whole earth open up and swallow some people. But look, that was so wicked to the Most High, he created a new thing in the earth. The earth never opened up and swallowed anybody before then. Y'all realize that, right? He created a new thing for that specific sin. You know why? Because that's what Satan did in the heavens. When it was talking about the works of his traffic, and you look at that word traffic up, it was talking about how he was going to and fro from the heavens and the earth, and he was tail-bearing. He ended up convincing most of the angels in the heavens to rebel against Yahweh. Just like we seen Korah convince 250 people, plus Dathan and them, to rebel against Moses, holding secret wicked counsels. Traffic. Air traffic. That's what Satan do. So whenever you see that backbiting and gossiping spirit, that is a direct, I'm talking about direct replication of the spirit of Hashatan himself. Because that was the pride. That's what got him kicked out the kingdom of heaven. And that's what's going to keep you from getting into the kingdom of heaven. So we must watch our mouths and watch that, y'all. Come on.
No doubt. And a lot of us, well, all of us shouldn't even be prideful of nothing. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 16.
Uh-huh.
For their feet run to do evil and make haste to shed blood.
Come on.
Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
Ooh, come on.
And they lay wait for their own blood.
Ooh.
They lurk privately for their own lives.
Come on.
Verse 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain,
Gang.
which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
All right, come on. Let's hit one more. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms 1. Let's start from 1. Psalms 1. This is a deep one right here. We leave it off right here.
Psalm chapter 1.
Yep,
All
Psalms
the way to
chapter
6.
Yep, let's get it.
Psalms chapter 1, verse 1.
Psalms chapter 1.
Kind.
Yeah, we there? Let's get it. Psalms chapter 1.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
You see that? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So if you're blessed from not walking and not congregating with the ungodly, then what does it make you if you do it? Cursed. Cursed. Blessed is those that walk not with them. So it have to be cursed those who do walk with them. Come on.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners. Come on.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
You know what y'all talking about? That little bitty seat where y'all sit around and hover in circles, probably drinking some wine or something, holding whole topics of discussion about people that you shouldn't even be talking about. Ain't got nothing to do with you nor your household.
Rolling up blunts.
Come on.
But his delight is in the law of the Most High.
Come on.
And in his law doth he meditate day and night.
Come on.
And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his seasons.
Hallelujah.
His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
Come on.
The ungodly are not so.
See that? The ungodly are not so. The ungodly don't prosper. Come on.
But are like the chaff which the wind driveth away.
Come on.
Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregations of the righteous.
You see that? The sinners will never be in the congregation of the righteous. And notice what they do. They separate themselves.
The wicked flee when no one pursues.
All you got to do is look around. Whoever you don't be seeing, don't be the wicked counselors.
The wicked flee when no one pursues.
For real. And they hover up and they make their own wicked congregation. It's what they do. I've been in it about 8 years now. And it's crazy. It never lasts. But this literally happened at least once a year, and it's always right before Passover. Ain't that something? Come on.
So you should have been practicing your social distance.
the coronavirus. Social distance yourself from the coronavirus. Most definitely.
What did y'all learn today?
Come on, let's get this last one.
For the Most High knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
Hallelujah. So look, let's watch who we putting our mouths on. Let's make sure that we're not having corrupt communication out of our mouths. Let's make sure we're not having meetings and wicked counsels against each other. We should be uplifting one another, speaking life into one another. And if you have a problem or up with your brother, go to that brother or sister.
Don't call me a lie.
Will y'all get that?
For you.
Do we all get that? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All praise. What's up, sister?
Here you go.
Mike, whoever got something to say over y'all sisters, they got something to say. I know.
This is a big thing when we coming from, things like that. I see today we talk about a lot of separating yourself from the ungodly or not supping with those who are not righteous. Somebody just help me understand how there was a story I read where Christ went and supped with sinners amongst these people, but we're taught to not do the same.
So
in my head, it contradicts.
So it's a difference. So look, there's a very big difference with supping with willful sinners who don't know the way of the truth, or you've never spoken to them, or that was in the congregation. He went and supped with people and brought them in. He didn't go sup with somebody that was in the congregation, then turned them down. It was a total difference. We're talking about people. Everything we read was about people in the congregation, in the assembly. See, I don't do classes talking about the world or the wicked that's in the world. That ain't my concern or my prerogative. I don't do nothing. If we go out on the street teaching something like that, I bring some worldly people in. But whenever I'm teaching, guess who's I'm concerned and worried about? Y'all, the assembly, the church. So it's a total, the body. It's a total difference between the world of Israel and Israel being in the world. So yes, the Most High was in the world supping with people that was in the world, but people that was of the congregation, that's who Paul was talking to. He was talking to, when he talked to the Romans, he was talking to Israelites, a part of the congregations in Rome. You see that? So that's the difference right there. It's a difference between an Israelite that's a part of the assembly who know there is, and then just a worldly Israelite that don't know or are being wicked. Them the people that you, of course, go out, shine your light and bring them in. But we are simply talking about people that are part of the congregation, that know what they're doing, that's willfully sinning and plotting against the congregation. Those you bet not sup with. You separate yourself from, mark those who cause division. There's 6 things that the Most High hate. The 7 is the worst. And then it start talking about what they are, prideful. Look, he said, these are the people you're not supposed to be of. Notice these people were a part of the congregation.
Okay, I get it.
Can I add a little bit to that? Because also it tells you to avoid them, what he was saying. That's the other part. Mark those who cause division.
Avoid them.
See, division is the cause because you was part of something. That's why it's called disassembly. Because you were assembled. Now, as far as dealing with Christ, so it won't be a contradiction that people are finding that.
Yes, thank you.
So dealing with the Christ aspect, wasn't this man trying to get an audience for Christ? There's a difference when somebody comes to you to seek audience for the truth, and you go sit with his family. We do many families sit there with families that ain't the truth, they want to know the truth. Then it's a difference those people who just talking crap and talking mess. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a cousin in the house, they cooking up, you know what I'm saying, smoking, rolling, and you want to get them the truth, but you sitting there eating the same food they eat, drinking the same wine they drink. How are they trying to get the truth from you and you sitting there doing the same thing they do? Impossible.
Yeah, but no, that's the difference though.
Yeah.
It's a difference between the congregation and Israelites in the world.
Yeah, Messiah was shining his light and bringing those people in to the light.
Yeah, they went already in the light and left, and then totally different.
And also shows Messiah wasn't a hostility Negro.
Yeah.
Just I'm too better, I'm too much better. You ain't good enough to sit with me. You ain't like that.
Yeah.
And he'll sit with them and then make them see the error in their ways and look, come on home.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get her done.
Okay.
Eat, baby. Yeah, come on with it.
I just had a quick little picture of Proverbs 10, one of y'all can read.
Proverbs who?
Proverbs 10, 11 through 13. One of the brothers grab it real quick. Proverbs 10, 11 through 13. Who else? Proverbs 10, 11 through 14.
Let's get it.
All right, that's what it do. Anybody else got something? You know it? Aruka? You roll yours? Aruka. Look at him. He's like, hell no. We ain't rolling the horse.
You don't roll R's, get it? The Torah.
I can't speak the King's English. Look. Proverbs 10.
I got it.
Okay, got it.
Let's get it.
Proverbs 10, verse 11. The mouth of the righteous man is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirring up strife, but love covereth all sins.
Hallelujah.
The lips of them that have understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding.
Hallelujah.
Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction.
All praise. Hallelujah. So look, let's make sure that we're not gathering with the wicked. We can't be doing that. If they came in this thing and they still doing the same things that they was in the world and then they leave, hey, separate yourself from among them. But that was a very good question. But Most High, Mashiach only, he came and he chilled with those that were in the world to bring them in. You know what I'm saying? He never, if you fell out, he wasn't coming back to get you. You fell out. He said the ones that are in my hand, can't nobody pluck out my hand. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah, hallelujah.
Because he said, whenever you heal somebody, whenever you deal with somebody,
go forth and sin no more.
Unless
something worse thing.
Yeah, you see that? So it's a big difference. That's a good question. You know, it's crazy. YAH'KI was like, man, you better. I got all the scriptures for it. I'm like, man, everybody get it. I ain't gonna hit it. And then you ask the question.
Hey, but look, remember YAH'KI was asking about somebody. Which makes sense though. Remember, you were talking about somebody who claimed they going out to preach to the lost.
Yeah.
Right? But whenever we get the evidence or win back, you ain't preaching to no lost.
Exactly.
You out there with them. Like,
You know what I'm saying? In your speech, and your pop, in your talk, everything is like, oh, okay, so you ain't out there because if you really was, you was out there witnessing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, look, hey, it's time y'all repent and come on home. Sisters, nah, y'all ain't supposed to be dressing like that. Brothers, y'all not supposed to be killing each other. What is y'all doing out here? Y'all know it's judgment in the earth. You see all these coronaviruses and these out here sagging with your mask on. Like, what's going on here?
So if you ain't doing that, then you the coward.
Yeah. If you ain't doing that, you deeper than that, man. It's deeper than just a coward. You compromise.
Yeah, you compromise.
You the Negro that's compromising. And you convincing yourself that you out there amongst the lost sheep because you ain't scared. No, it ain't about being scared. If you're going to be out there witnessing gang, your brothers and sisters, you should not be out there acting like what you left. What it say in Galatians? If I build again the things that I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor.
Yes, do say that.
If I build again the things that I destroyed. In other words, if I was that street cat that was pimping and, wearing my skinny jeans and y'all know what I'm talking about. That vibration is out there for the younger generation, right? And I repented and I call myself in the truth. But every time somebody see me, that's the vibration I'm putting off.
Right.
You understand? I mean, I know I'm an Israelite now. I know the Sabbath. I know I ain't supposed to eat pork. I know about the holidays and all that. But hey, twice a week, you're going to catch me down the way. Not witnessing a game with nobody.
Yeah.
Fitting in. Blending in. You feel me? That's somebody that's doing a disservice to the gospel. If you out here doing that and we know you don't get checked on in the car. Own it.
Y'all just pray in there because we're going to pray in.
And that's called fellowship. And that is what Malaki is talking about, is fellowship. You're not over there teaching the word or bringing the word. You're fellowshipping with darkness. And light shall not fellowship with darkness. You can't eat the table of the Lord and the table of the devil at the same time. So that's what's going on. When you claim, like you said, you made in your mind that you bringing the word. But like we said, we've seen these stories. Like everybody up here at this table, back over here. Many of y'all witness, even in this congregation, heard and seen it. Claim, am I mindful? Claim this fellowship.
When we first came around, not to cut you off, but when we first came around, Shabbat coming in Friday night and Saturday night. Right? When we first came around like 15 years ago, it was Negroes who used to go to the club, St. Louis nights. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis nights every Friday night. Even though it's a shootout every weekend, you feel me? And you can look at these Negroes would convince themselves, I'm going in here to witness, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Teach everybody the word. But stop it. No, you ain't. You in there just as corner as everybody else. Or you in there looking for who you call a dawn. I'm here looking for dawns, Stop it. You're not in here witnessing gaining those souls. And on top of that, you already know, man, that's the devil's den up in there. You already know everybody up there how X pills, how everything drunk. And here so what you up in there in your garments with your Bible? Like, what are you doing? They ain't even gonna let you in the door. Like, who is this? You feel me? So that's what we're saying. It's like, look, if you gonna be about this, be about it. Y'all should be highly offended if y'all caught me at the strip club. Hell, it's not like I doing. He going off. He over there at the what they still, I don't know what they call him anymore, but he over there doing what? You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be offended if y'all saw me or got wind that I'm coming out the shake joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in an argument with my wife or something. I'm gonna go to shake joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop that. We supposed to hold each other to a high level of righteousness, period. And y'all know that. And look, especially with a brother like me, that'll be all over social media. Look at the hammer. Look at him. Look at him on Instagram. Look at that. Boy, you can put on social media before you can blink. So look, especially in this hour, you better hold yourself to a high level of righteousness. Period. And y'all all should be offended. I'm gonna say it concerning myself. If y'all caught me in some wickedness, all y'all should be offended. And all y'all should be calling like, hey, yeah, that's all. No, I ain't do that.
On the spot.
What you say, y'all? No, I ain't do that. Well, what's this all on Facebook and Instagram? You feel me? They got the video. No, we can't get down like that. It just what it is. Anybody claiming they a broom, we gonna check you on it. You ain't You can't be no Israelite in St. Louis out here doing wickedness like you don't get called on. All right.
Hey, what? You see the finger?
Yeah, I see the finger go on. Yo,
He got a precept. Go ahead, yeah.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12 and verse 14. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yeah.
And verse 14, the backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. And also, too, you know, I mean, we have to remember who we call elder, because a lot of us in this assembly, or some of us in the assembly, call, you know, certain brothers, you know what I'm saying, elders, whether you are a man or female, you call, you know, the elders this, the elders that. And then you turn around and you want to talk bad about them, or whatever the case may be. I pray for you.
Yep. Let's get it. So look, did we get some understanding?
hallelujah.
Let's go and get this prayer on.
Let's get it.
Let's go get these militant prayers on. Weaponize our prayers real quick.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I pray.
Gosh, I need one of them pillows. We on our knees, y'all. Get on them knees.
Let's get it done. Bang, bang.
Hallelujah. Let's get it.
The knees crack.
Who knees was that, boy?
That boy about 40, man.
Boy, I be on your knees, boy.
Cracking like a firecracker, boy.
All right, let's get it. Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
YAH'KI, Yahweh, Beis Merika, Yahweh, Pernah, Elika, Kipudeka, Yesa, Yahweh, Pernah, Elika, they are saying, Shalom. They are saying, Shalom. YAH'KI, Yahweh, Beis Merika, Yahweh, Pernah, Elika, Kipudeka, Yesa, Yahweh, Pernah, Elika, they are saying, Shalom, they are saying, Shalom, Amen. Hallelujah.
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 Amen. The Most High shall bless you. The Most High shall keep you. He shall shine his face upon you. He will bless you. He will keep you. He will give you peace. Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Heavenly Father, Yahweh, El Yon. We come to you in the name of Adon, the Master, Yahushua Mashiach. We take authority over Satan and all his evil spirits from our position at the right hand of the Heavenly Father, seated above every name that is named, in the power and the authority of the Master Adon, Yahushua Mashiach. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against an attack, to break the backs and bind the strong man powerless. Loose yourself. To bind the strong man powerless. Loose yourself over every heathen nation. There's oppressing the oppressive 12 tribes of Israel this very second. We cast them down and we cast them out into a herd of swine. In the name of Adon Yahushua Mashiach, and by his mighty and precious blood, we pray. We loosen all your ministering angels of warfare. Send forth the most militant and elite angelic warriors to break the backs and crack the skulls of every ruler of darkness. To break the backs and crack the skulls of every principality over all the worldwide organizations. Loose yourself. We bind them all. The 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati, the Rothschild bloodline, the Astor bloodline, the Bundy bloodline, the Collins bloodline, the DuPont bloodline, the Freeman bloodline, the Kennedy bloodline, the Lee bloodline, the Onassis bloodline, the Rockefeller bloodline, the Russell bloodline, the Van Dunn bloodline, and the Merovingian bloodline, the House of Saud over Saudi Arabia, their bloodline, the House of Windsor and the Queen of England, their bloodline, all the popes, Jared Kushner, Henry Kissinger, Robert Gallo, and Ayatollah Khomeini, all their bloodlines. We bind all of them powerless. Loose yourself. We bind the strong man over all Masonic orders and every religion, the Catholic Church and Vatican City, communist empires and Yahwist governments, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, the CIA, MS-13, the Mafia, La Cosa Nostra, Hamas, and Boko Haram. Every street gang and drug cartel, the Illuminati, the Council of Foreign Relations, the Committee of 300, the Trilateral Commission, the World Council of Churches, all the Americas, all the common market nations, Canada and Mexico, every organization that has rituals that are contrary to the word of Yah and the authority of Yahushua Mashiach. We take authority over all foul and evil spirits, authorities, princes, kings, powers, world rulers, and the highest and mightiest servants of Satan. We bind them to be powerless. Loose yourself. We bind them to be powerless. Loose yourself in the mighty name of Adon Yahushua Mashiach. Yahweh, in the authority of Adon Yahushua Mashiach. We pronounce the judgments written in the scriptures upon the evil and greedy conspirators in and over these worldwide organizations. As it is written, Yah, we ask you to bring upon them the judgments found in Psalm 109, that chapter, Psalm 149, that chapter, and Revelation 18, that chapter. Yahweh El Elyon, the owner, the creator, and the possessor of all there is. In the name of your only begotten beloved Son, we bring before your throne all the sick in Israel, all who may be plagued in mind, body, or spirit. We bring before your throne our sister Bridget and her sister, all who may be plagued in mind, body, or spirit. Your word says whatever we bind on earth is bound in heaven, and whatever we loose on earth is loosed in heaven. We claim authority. We claim authority in Yahushua Mashiach, your only begotten Son, who is seated at your right hand right now. Right now. Right now. We loosen all your ministering angels of health. Command them to rain down a healing that is complete, a healing that is understood right now. Right now. Right now. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against an attack, to break the backs and bind the strong man called the coronavirus. To break the backs and bind the strong man called the coronavirus. And the fear of it. And the fear of it that's plaguing the minds of your people. We declare it powerless. We cast it down and we cast it out into a herd of swine. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against an attack, to break the back and bind every sickness and every disease that's afflicting your people this very second. We declare it powerless. Loose yourself. We cast it down and we cast it out to a herd of swine. In the authority, in the name of Adon Yahushua Mashiach, and by his mighty and precious blood we pray. Yahweh El Elyon, Yahweh Zebaoth, master of the heavenly armies. We loosen all your ministering angels of warfare. Command them to rain down and crack the skulls of the coronavirus. Command them to rain down and crack the skulls of every sickness that is plaguing your people this very second. Command them to establish a protective border around your saints. Command them to come against, confound, and put down every sickness and unclean spirit that is in opposition to the well-being of your people. Command them to render a judgment in our favor right now. In the name of Yahushua Mashiach, and by his mighty and precious blood we pray. Yahweh, Yahweh, we loosen your ministering angels of provision and blessings Command them to shower us with the blessings of Abraham, your friend. Command the blessings of Deuteronomy 28 to chase us down and overtake us. Command Ruach HaKodesh to give us a continual overflow of your spirit. Command the fruits, the gifts, and the signs of Ruach HaKodesh to chase us down and overtake us. That wherever the sole of our feet tread, we may boldly declare the reign of Yahweh is now. The kingdom of Yahweh is now. The reign of heaven is at hand. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Accept our petition and accept our prayer. Let the scion of the prisoner come before you. According to your power, preserve thou those who are appointed to die and render into the bosom of our enemies. Render into the bosom of our enemies sevenfold the reproach when they reproach you, O Yah. So we, your people and sheep of your pasture, will give you praise forever. We will magnify your name unto all generations. Hallelujah! 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 Praise the mighty Yahweh! Yeah! Real thingness!
All praise, family. All praise. Hope this lesson was very edifying for y'all. Love y'all, deep the truth. Shabbat shalom, family. Shalom, shalom.
Yeah.